Hello and welcome back to the stream where today we're going to be playing Genshin Impact. Now last time, I believe we left off with Huta's story quest, and this time, we will be going to Risley's story quest. I'll explain that in a second, but I am not streaming Skyrim today, just because off stream I forgot to prepare, like, quests and stuff, so that sucks. But I should be able to do that tonight and or tomorrow. And I will possibly be able to stream Skyrim tomorrow, so I might stream Skyrim like another day next week. Not exactly sure, because I don't have a whole lot of games planned out for streaming, but I'll figure that out. First is Risley's story quest, which I'm actually very curious about because I wonder if this is going to be, like, about his backstory, because in Story Quest, obviously, it has something to delve into, like, the characters' backstories and stuff. I still don't know Nuvolette and Farina's full backstory, which I'm actually curious, and, you know, how Egeria died in the first place, the previous Hydro Archon. But I'm guessing we'll learn that later in 3 point... no. Is it the 4 point updates? I think it's the 4 point updates. 4 point whatever. But, back to what I was saying, Risley had told us that before he became the Duke, before he became the, prison fortress, warden, I guess, he was previously a convict there, and I'm actually curious to know what he did. I know nothing about any of this. Go to the dormitories of the Fortress of Meripede. But I left the Fortress of Meripede! I served my 40-day sentence for, you know, eating cake. I mean, I think the official sentence was like, you ate cake, from the Hydro Archon without the Hydro Archon's permission, and I don't know if the people actually know that they were Oceanids, because they're completely human now. But I don't know if they were Oceanids and then also knew that Farina is was the fake Archon. I don't know what the people know, but we know that, like, Lumine does. And Nuvolette too, obviously. Because he saw the other part of it. See, okay, this is why I like the 4 point updates, because you can continue with the current quest or suspend the current quest if there's, like, another quest blocking it. I like that you get to choose which quests you do, and I think if I suspend this quest, I'm not gonna do it just in case, then you can, like, unsuspend it and then suspend this quest, the unfinished comedy. I started that long before we even got into the Fortress of Meripede, just because I was randomly exploring the Fortress of Meripede. You were born in 11 grievances. I'll continue that. Because I want to. Why do I need to go to the dormitories, though? I left here! I served my sentence! Even though it was a very creepy sentence.
The Meripede would be super scary, but looking back on it, it really wasn't that bad at all.
I mean, well, considering Olifontaine almost died, it was a little scary.
You've got a set schedule, guaranteed food and board, and you can even buy all kinds of stuff with credit.
I'm still confused about the food thing. Do you have to buy the food, or is it just given to you if you don't buy the food? I don't know.
Oh, you mean Risley? He's definitely a pretty impressive leader.
But let me guess, Risley's gonna come up and just say, "Oh yeah, it's me, thank you."
Well, he does look kind of intimidating. He's actually pretty easy to talk to once you've had a conversation or two with him.
Unique, because he really likes tea. Any conversation with him, he'll talk about tea.
Paimon wonders how he's like with the people here. Do they also get the same guy we do, or is he a lot harsher with the bad guys?
I mean, they seem to both fear and respect him. So maybe it's a little of both. Probably has a good number of tricks for every situation. I mean, how long has he been the Duke here? The Warden?
Yeah, he must be doing
I don't
something
understand why he's called the Duke when it's,
while
you know,
not
a
making
warden.
everything feel super oppressive.
Excuse me, did I hear someone there? Could you please do me a favor?
Huh?
Huh?
Is there a guy trapped in a chest?
She just heard something.
There's a chest back there. Is he trapped in there?
Excuse me, is someone passing by? Could you do me a favor, please?
Who's talking? Oh my god, they are in a chest.
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But Paimon doesn't see anyone.
Look in the chest.
Oh, did you hear my call? Thank you so much. I'm over here, inside this big box.
Okay, I actually know a personal scenario of that happening to someone close to me, of getting stuck in a chest. Not gonna mention it, because I don't know if I have permission to mention it, but, oh man, how do you get your stuff stuck inside there? Were you bullied inside the box? Like a classical high school bully or something?
Well, come on, traveler. Let's go take a look.
I mean, I've seen Stranger, I've seen talking cats, I've seen talking snakes.
If we hadn't happened to
Talking chests now!
been stuck for days.
It's a bit complicated. Can we not talk about that for now?
Did someone strip you of her clothes? Did someone shave your eyebrows? They're both good! I mean, this one seems more logical, and this one... What about your eyebrows? Did you have big bushy eyebrows and then somebody shaved them and now you're too embarrassed to come out?
Whoa, that's terrible. Did someone seriously do that to you?
They've got an imagination.
No, it was nothing quite that serious. I'd just like some help finding my hat.
Finding your hat? How do I know your name? Faisole?
Just your hat? But then, why can't you look for it yourself?
You know, this doesn't entirely surprise me because he's a Fontanian.
Huh. Wait, Paimon gets it. Something must have happened to your hair.
Ooh, are you balding and you're trying to hide it? Oof, man. I think you gotta come out of that box. But we don't have to ask.
Sorry. That's what happened. Paimon gets it now. No wonder
Does
why
that
you
mean
had to hide inside
that's
the
a lot of
box.
Fontanians? A lot of Fontanians wear hats.
You just need your hat back. We'll get it back to you right away. What kind of hat was it?
I think you may have misunderstood
It's
me, but
Fontaine. There's hats
never
everywhere.
mind. Please just help me find my hat.
Is it a magical hat or what do you mean I may have misunderstood you?
It's a soft
It's
and
a hat.
brown hat with a bit of a brim. Nothing fancy.
If it's nothing fancy, then how are we gonna find an entire prison?
I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator.
Okay, this isn't
It was
suspicious at
getting
all.
A bit hot, so I took it off and had a quick nap. But well, when I came to, it was gone.
And then you trapped yourself inside a chest.
It's really important to me, so your help would mean the world. I'll wait here for your return.
Okay, that's a little weird.
Don't worry, we'll be back in no time.
Well, I mean, I guess I did see a guy stuck in the sand recently. That was also weird. He had chicken around him. He was talking about something. I think he was bullied by some guys, but those guys left because they were terrified of me, which I'm actually quite proud of.
Paimon doesn't see anything here.
No dir!
Let's go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else, as in over here? Oh, there is over here. Anything?
Just where is that thing? Oh, this is taking longer than
Somebody
Paimon
probably
thought.
took it. Shiny thing! It's not a hat, this is a bandana. Do you want a bandana? To cover up your bald spot? It's not in the water, unless it
Nothing
sang.
in the water either.
Rock heavy hat.
Gotten blown in. Oh, we've looked everywhere and still not seen anything that looks like
Or
a
a technological hat. That would also probably sink, depending on. And that would also make more sense because it's Fontaine. See, why haven't Fontanians come up with like technological hats? Because they wear hats a lot. They really seem to rely on technology, like hats that auto-equip reading glasses whenever you need them, or something like that. I don't know. They're Fontanians. I feel like they would do that. Yeah, let's just... Well, I don't want to buy him a hat. I don't want to waste my more on him.
That's a good idea. If he's just looking to cover his head, then it shouldn't matter what kind of hat
Well,
he
he
wears.
said I misunderstood him, so maybe it is a special kind of hat.
Why don't we check out the Rag and Bone Shop? If memory serves, they got all kinds
Well,
of
we were
stuff in
talking
there.
about Risley before, so why do I feel like Risley took his hat? You sure get fired up quick when it comes to shopping. I'm only paying for the hat.
You and
Does
Paimon
Paimon
can
even
go
have
to
any
the
of
zoo,
her
right?
own Mora?
If we're going to the shop anyway.
Does the fortress have a shop?
Well,
Or are we going to a
anyway, let's go check it out first.
shop outside of the fortress? What were we even doing here? Is it outside?
Windblade.
Rag and Bone Shop. That's not outside. What? There's a hat shop in a prison? Well, I don't know why I should be surprised about many hat things in Fontaine anymore. Because it's Fontaine. What is this? Is this one of these fighting thingies? Woo! I got chest! I didn't even mean to get that. Nice. I'm a pro at this. Alright, hi. Dude, how do I know your name?
Doesn't remember you being the boss.
I don't remember ever coming here.
Well, I'm just standing in for Mr. Alvar while he's off restocking the shop.
Chambodok?
Now just wait a sec. A blonde foreigner dressed all in white, accompanied by a glaze-covered flying chunk of ginger.
Flying chunk of gingerbread. I think that's the best Paimon nickname so far.
Oh, you must be the legendary traveler and their companion Paimon.
Indeed. I mean, I like that he called me unique, because, you know, unique clothing. None of this type of clothing is seen in all of Teyvat, other than probably Aether, but I don't even know if Aether is in Teyvat. Like, is the Abyss part of Teyvat, or is the Abyss space?
No.
I feel like he's in the
half
Abyss.
right.
Just, like,
Paimon
hiding
the
and waiting for
traveler's
us.
treasured companion, sure, but she's not some flying chunk of gingerbread.
Sorry, I never thought I'd get the chance to see you with my own eyes.
You have an accent,
Got a
holy
bit
crap.
ahead of myself. I hope you'll find it in your magnanimous hearts to forgive my discourtesy. I'm just a nobody after all.
Are you British?
There's no need to put yourself down like that.
I'm
Paimon's just
confused by your accent.
Why, your heroic actions at Araneus have long made their way to the fortress of Meripede.
Just an Araneus? Dude, I've seen all of Teyvat.
We heard that you were personally received by His Grace when you made your way
I mean,
down here, you know.
not by myself, but
You're
still.
the envy of all. And you're one of His Grace's favorite people, so of course, everyone wants to be introduced to you.
Yeah, I feel like he's British. Which wouldn't be too far of a stretch, too, because, Fontaine is based off... Is it based off France? France and or Paris? I feel like it is because, the word fontaine is fountain in French. So, because of him, here, Grace's favorite people, so everyone wants to be introduced to you. I'm a celebrity everywhere, and I'm not complaining.
Well, I'd figure you'd appreciate honesty over flattery.
Yeah, I can definitely hear
After
that.
all, I also only joined up here because I'd heard Mr. Alvar was a good friend of the Duke.
Mr. Alvard? Is that the hat guy we're talking about?
And no,
Hat
I've
chest
only caught
guy?
scant sight of His Grace since then. As fate would have it, I've become fast friends with Mr. Alvar himself.
Who's Mr. Alvard?
I mean, we've all got agendas, but rather than trying to force something to be true, it's often better to just go with the flow.
I don't know why, but your accent doesn't fit your face.
Oh, so now you're trying to kiss up to us.
Well, I did mean.
I mean,
when I
I'd
called you
expect
legends,
that.
and
At least
it
one
was
person to
indeed
try
an
to do
honour
that to a
with you.
celebrity.
Oh, enough of that. Is there something you're looking for?
A man's hat.
No problem. Anything else?
That's it? We just have to request a hat? Are we, like,
Hey,
looking
Feel
around
free
for
to
something?
check out anything you want. The credit coupon costs are on me.
Oh, to buy hat for myself.
You don't have to be so nice.
He's being nice because we're celebrities.
Well, it's not like I'm getting paid to watch this shop. Instead of more coupons, Mr. Alvar usually lets me just take my pick of our goods.
Who is Mr. Alvard? Is he the big boss of whatever this room is?
Life's been pretty good recently, so I might as well just waive your bill. Never hurts to make some friends.
Yeah, I still feel like he's kissing up to us, but alright then.
Alright. Paimon will take a look.
Please, pick out two
Are
snacks.
You sure you don't want more?
Man.
These opportunities don't come by every day, you know.
Okay, now you're seeming a little more suspicious. I'm suspicious of everyone because of this game.
It's alright. Two will do.
I've never thought you'd turn down a chance to freeload.
It just doesn't feel the same if the owner's offering everything to you for free.
Okay, I feel like that's happened before. I can't recall an instance, but I feel like that's happened before, and Paimon did jump at the opportunity, but she's just not now.
But anyway, we don't need to get into that right now. We can discuss Paimonology later.
Paimonology!
I must still be waiting for us.
Yeah, the poor guy in the chest.
Thank you so much. We'll be off then.
Did we just grab a random hat and two snacks from a
problem,
chest?
and thank you for your patronage. I'd appreciate it if you could put in a nice word for our establishment the next time you speak to His Grace.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I needed to make revival food. Because I was doing my commissions off stream, just before the stream actually. Because I thought you needed 2 keys to unlock story quests. Apparently you only need 1. Hate that I learned that out. But, Kazuha had died, and I had to do one commission that was particularly difficult to do without Kazuha. That sucked.
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews. We've been gone a while.
We just got a random
The
fedora!
box hasn't passed out from lack of air.
How long has that guy even been there? Like, he told us to search down here, and he's up there. Like, he had to go up some stairs, just like hiding his head or something. I mean, this is Risley's story quest. I have a feeling this has something to do with Risley. Is there a place that I can cook here? Bran, your food isn't actual food. No offense. I don't know where a stove is. So I'm gonna find that later because we need to find this guy. And hopefully he's not dead. That'd really suck if he was dead. You just really want to show your head, or is this a magical hat?
You can come out now. We found your hat.
You did?
No.
Archon, you just saved my life. Just one sec.
Paimon, why didn't you say a hat? It's not just his hat. Yeah.
Wait, so you're not actually bald? You've got such a full head of hair, too.
I don't know, it looks gonna be deceiving. What if he's wearing a wig?
I mean, I told you that there had been a misunderstanding. This has nothing to do with my hair.
Well, then tell me if you want me to run an errand for you. Is it a special hat or something? You not like the fedora?
This isn't my hat.
Yeah, you didn't see that when you put it on? Do you not look at things when you put it on?
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really hard to look for your hat, but no dice.
You got a fedora, man. Be happy. To be precise, someone else gave it to us.
Ah, I see. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful.
You really don't sound it.
Unfortunately, there's just something special about my hat.
That's what I was thinking. Then why didn't you look for your own hat if your hair isn't a mess? Look for your own hat.
Does it
Why
have
do you
some kind of
chest?
sentimental value?
But,
Or it's magical, or it's like not supposed to be in the Fortress of Meripede. There could be so many ways the story could go down.
sorry, I can't explain at the moment. Time's tight as well, so I suppose I'll keep looking for a while.
Okay, yeah, you're really suspicious.
If you're looking for a hat, I just
Woo!
picked one up over here. Is it yours?
Is it a brown hat?
Your Grace!
Oh, hey, Risley. It's been a while.
Whenever I say Your Grace, why do I always feel like they're just gonna bow down to him? Because normally Your Grace is only, well, to my knowledge, is only referred to as, like, royalty and stuff. So I feel like when they say Your Grace, they're just immediately gonna bow down to him. And, you know, they don't because he's a warden and they call him Your Grace. I don't know why they call him Your Grace and Duke and stuff.
Well, it's a slow day today, so I decided to
I
go for a
don't
little
think
stroll.
you're a Duke.
Even if your workspace isn't cramped, it's still good to get some air.
What is he doing?
I'll say I'm not at all surprised to find the two of you here.
Were you
You
eavesdropping?
never could turn
This
down
is
someone's
suspicious.
request for help.
It's what good adventurers do, after all.
He said it was a brown hat, not a brown and blue kind of plaid hat.
Is that so? Maybe I should consider asking the Adventurers Guild to open a branch here.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
As I recall, these hats are very important to members of the Beret Society.
Is
Guess
that a
we'll avoid
beret?
misplacing it again,
French hat?
You might not have the same luck next time.
Understood. Thank you so much, Your Grace.
I mean, I feel like that looks kind of different from what I originally thought a beret would be. Yeah, that's definitely different from what a beret is. A beret is like kind of the slanty type hat. That is kind of slanty hat, but it's also got like a cone to it almost. This is what a beret is. It like sits on your head and kind of like slants to the side. You know, you'd see artists, you'd see artists wearing it just because it's like really French. Why is there a Kirby beret? That's really weird. But what the guy is wearing does not seem like a beret at all.
Then I'll be off.
It seems too big for his head.
I'll get going now.
You seem too suspicious, Fasol.
What a strange guy.
How do
Why
we
do you
know
care so much about his hat?
I don't think he told us his name, nor the other guy.
Oh, and has he done something wrong? When he saw you, it was as if he'd seen a ghost.
Yeah, probably because he did.
Oh, not at all. In fact, members of the Beret Society are model prisoners. They work hard and never
Except
get into
him?
trouble. They've saved me a lot of work, in fact.
Yeah, don't you find that a little suspicious? Especially considering how he was acting? I mean, I get it. To you, or to them, you're intimidating. And I understand that. But, I don't
As
know.
for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert. It's not unusual for the more shy prisoners to freak out when I show up unannounced.
Yeah, it was a little suspicious that you showed up unannounced with his hat as well.
Huh? Shy? There are
Is there
prisoners
something
who are
going on
afraid to
under the
talk
scenes
to
that I'm not aware of?
Prisoners are still people, after all. There are as many crimes and
No,
motives as
really?
there are
They
stars
just
in the
become
sky.
prisoners and they become aliens.
The idea of the
They're
criminal
oceanids
as a
again.
selfish, heartless brute is just a stereotype. Such labels could never capture the complexity of even a single individual person.
Yeah, that honestly makes sense, because this doesn't seem like an actual prison. They don't seem like actual prisoners. Like, you'd expect actual prisoners to be, like, violent, aggressive, murderous people,
What
I
kind
guess.
of a person a prisoner
Murderous
may
and
be
territorial.
why they've committed a crime. We'd never know these things if they don't share their story with us.
Huh. You've got a point. Anyway, it's all good as long as it makes sense to you.
Okay, but what's this beret society? That's not even a beret!
Although most of the society.
I mean, I'm not a beret expert, I'll give them that, but that's not a beret!
The Beret Society does appear to be an
A
exception.
society
and
about
it's
hats!
Instead trying to experiment with some novel and interesting things.
Like hats? That's not... Hats that they say are berets, but are not berets, in fact?
If you have some time, why don't we grab something?
No
at the
wonder
coupon
why he didn't
cafeteria?
like the fedora.
It'll give us time to catch up too.
Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. He didn't like the fedora because the fedora is not a beret either. I mean, that hat that he had looks similar to a beret, but it's not.
And if you're still interested in the berets after that, I can take you to their usual gathering place as well.
Okay, I'm suspicious in all of this, man. Take me to all of it.
Paimon's not the biggest fan of that cafeteria, but if we're gonna catch up...
Why are we even here in the first place? We just decided to walk into the Fortress of Meripede. I feel like we've already served our sentence after this. But we serve our sentence. We walk into the Fortress of Meripede just talking about Risley, and then we find a guy in a chest scared that he lost his beret that's not a beret?
All right then, please follow me.
Let me guess, you're gonna say something about tea. I'm surprised he hasn't already mentioned something about tea because Risley really likes his tea. And I mean, that's kind of understandable. I mean, I personally don't like tea, but I also don't like hot drinks that much, so each their own. I say as I drink a cold peace tea.
Welcome,
is
your
good.
Grace, and the traveler.
Wolsey.
Would you like 3 orders of today's welfare meal?
I don't know. Last time I had one of these welfare meals, it kind of tried to kill me.
Unfortunately, we weren't informed of your visit in advance, so we didn't prepare any super deluxe welfare meals
You
today.
have a super deluxe welfare meal, dude?
I'll pass on the food then. What about you?
No. I'm suspicious of this food still. No offense, Bran.
Then Paimon will also pass. Paimon will save her stomach for something better.
Oh, what a pity. It would seem that none of us can properly appreciate your skills, Wolsey.
Oof. I guess we just came here to
Then
talk?
I must beg your grace to find me some more ingredients, so I can come up with some more welfare meal recipes.
Risley, you gotta tell me about your backstory.
If you're not in the mood to eat, I can
What
get
did
you
you
some
do to
drinks.
become a
We just
prisoner?
got some great shipments in from above.
And then how did you become a prisoner all the way to the warden?
Yes, please? Huh. Paimon didn't know you could get non-welfare stuff at this place.
Can I get Fanta?
It's not for everyone. Think of it as a special treat for VIPs.
Oh yeah, now I'm a VIP after I save your nation and the whole world.
Oh, now that's what Paimon likes to hear. In that case, 2 bottles of the drink for Paimon, please.
2 bottles?
2 bottles coming right up.
Just for you? Wellesley brings out drinks for everyone.
Our first meeting took place.
She really did get 2
We were both
bottles.
Swamped by everything that happened after, so there was no time for more casual chit-chat.
Casual chit-chat as in learning about your backstory?
I'm actually quite fond of stories, you know. Of
Woo!
course, the others have already told me a lot about your deeds in Fontaine, but I'd love to hear it straight from the source.
Okay, only if you could tell us about your backstory.
Quite the long story.
Yeah, no kidding. We kind of fought this world-devouring narwhal. And we didn't defeat it, but we were saved from it. We can try to defeat it now, but I don't think I would be able to, because considering how hard that narwhal was to defeat in the quest, it's, bosses are easier to defeat in quests than they are in, like, in-game. So, yeah, no, I'm not too keen on doing that. I mean, I'm still trying to learn more about Fontaine, considering Riley.
I see. Certainly that'd fit your title as the Traveler.
Well, yeah.
Seeing everything for yourself, recording everything to the best of your ability, and making lots
What
of friends
even is
along the
this
way.
drink? That's not Fanta.
I'm sure that by the end of your journey, you'll possess
Probably.
an unmatched amount of perspectives and opportunities.
Yeah, I feel like the perspectives thing is gonna go against me because then I'm gonna have to choose. Do I choose Aether or do I choose Paimon? Tevat or non-Tevat? I don't know. I feel like in the end there's gonna be like this major decision that I'm gonna have to choose. And that's gonna suck. Just theorizing.
You're trying to flatter us.
Risley, let me know your backstory.
Earlier was obviously trying to get us to put in a good word for him, but you're the Duke, right? Why would you need to get on our good side?
I mean,
Well, after all,
we're
you did help
popular?
the fortress and I maintain our autonomy. Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration?
Does it mean we're friends? Are we friends? It's because you don't ever talk about yourself? Let me know about your backstory.
This is a matter of trust. Which is unfortunate, since I don't have nearly as interesting of a story to offer about myself.
What about your
I was convicted and sent
backstory?
here at an early age. I only became the top dog after spending a long time figuring out its inner workings.
Okay, but why were you sent here? You were sent here at an early age. Does that mean like kid to teen? I feel like he was like a teen. But then, why were you sent here and how specifically did you become the Duke? If you were a prisoner.
Power and control come in many forms. Some fair and ethical, others less so.
Ooh.
And since we're all sinners here, the victor calls the shots, no matter how they manage to get to the top. So, what do you think? Didn't
Okay,
feel
that's a
already
little
easy, did it?
Kinda.
suspicious. I need more of an explanation, Risley. That didn't help anything.
I'm perfectly aware of that too. But even so, that doesn't make me think any less of you.
He said, "Oh, that's cute." But he said no matter how they got to the top, so clearly he must have done something really bad. Right? Did he? I don't know.
I would very much like
What
to
did he
maintain
do?
friendly relations with you two.
I mean, in one of the quests, I think it was the Archon quest. It was the Archon quest or Nouvelette's story quest that we were looking through documents, and it said that like Nouvelette, not respected Risley in court, but I think it said that he didn't say anything during Risley's court session. But I thank you for your generosity, but I want to know more of your backstory. Uh-oh.
Your Grace, after following your instructions, we were able to
Oh?
find a box of undeclared contraband in the latest shipment
Ooh,
of cargo.
what is this
They were
contraband?
extremely well hidden.
Ooh, I
and
like her
we've
hair.
confirmed that the senders have been using this method to smuggle goods for a while.
Oh.
We're trying to trace the goods to their source.
Got it.
Why do I feel like
Leave the
this
box
refers
here
to
and
the
contact me
beret
immediately if you make any progress.
people?
You're dismissed.
Yes, Your Grace.
Okay, I like the amount of respect he has, though. She does bow.
Sorry, I'd almost completely forgotten about this.
Whoa, my god, I didn't even notice the
Something about
box.
Contraband. Are they like dangerous goods?
If they were dangerous,
Not
why did she sit
necessarily.
on the table?
The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly.
Ooh, what
Many
is
people
this?
here are experts at pulling rabbits out of the most ordinary hats. So we have to examine
There's a
everything
rabbit in the
carefully.
box.
Now, what do we have here? It's more or less what I expected.
Fanta?
Whoa. This is
Rabbits?
certainly a box of curiosities. Mora, snacks, yarn, balls, ropes, mechanical parts, and even a gem.
What? That sounds so lame.
If you've confiscated this entire box, then does that mean all of this belongs to you now?
Oh, probably.
Yep. We can't just send them back up now, can we?
Okay, that's stuff I wasn't expecting to see because I was able to keep my sword. I was able to keep everything I had. Are prisoners really not allowed to keep many things?
What? But that's just insane profit. Traveler, why
I
don't
mean,
you
ball of yarn, gem? Ooh! I like that title.
It's only been a couple minutes since we agreed to continue friendly relations with each other, and you're already planning to overthrow me?
I mean, you could
Jokes
be
aside, I didn't know you'd be so
Junior
interested
Duke or
in this
something.
box. How about this then? You can pick anything you want from it.
Oh,
Consider it a gift from me.
gem.
Really? You'll let Paimon pick anything?
What about me?
No takebacks. Paimon will have you know that she's got a real good eye for treasure.
I never joke about things like this.
All right, Paimon's gonna have a look.
I mean, it's technically his stuff now, so.
Paimon wants
Good eye.
this dark, sparkly gem. You
Oh,
just
that's
know it like
suspicious,
you are the
actually.
Aurora.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
What the heck?
actually,
What the heck was that? Okay, that's happened to the Traveler before, but never Paimon.
There's something weird about this gem. Paimon remembered a lot of bad things when she picked it up.
What bad things exactly?
Even tune them out. It's as if the gem was just drawing them out of Paimon's brain. It was super spooky.
Okay, but what bad things, Paimon? Like fighting Devalin, fighting Lucille, fighting A, that kind of bad things? Or your past? Oh, I'm curious.
Is that so? Let me give it a try.
Uh-oh. No, wait, he's gonna have a bad... Uh-oh. Does it have a reaction to him?
Paimon's right.
Uh-oh.
I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks.
So, that does... Let me try. Oh, yes, I actually do want to know more about Lumine and Aether.
Are you sure? I wouldn't exactly call it fun.
It just brings the memories back to you, or it, like, sucks away the memories? I want to make sure I know exactly what you saw. Constitution is a bit different from everyone else's. Right, it could be a matter of constitution.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Oh my god, you
I
are
don't think
tall.
it'll have a permanent effect.
Just a traumatic one? Aether and Lumine! Aether and Lumine! Please! Oh, yes! Uh-oh. Traumatic events! See, because...
Okay, Traveler? You also saw something, right?
Okay, that was one of the traumatic events that I thought were gonna happen, though, because... That actually does make sense, though, because I thought it was just all gonna be about fighting the unknown god, but... It was everything relating to the Abyss and Aether, which was so sad, but it makes sense. But it also makes sense that it only showed those memories just because she doesn't remember what happened right after she was sealed up from the unknown god. I relive some rather unforgettable memories. Okay, so one of the memories in there... Actually, well, one of the memories in there was, the Grand Thief. When we found that upside-down Venti statue. During the Traveler story quest. I'm just gonna call that the Traveler story quest. Danes of story quest. Whatever it is. And then there was also the Traveler story quest in at the end of Sumeru. So I'm wondering if we needed to do those quests to get to Fontaine in the first place, or if we needed to do those quests like prerequisite before this. I'm really curious about that. It's not like that memory wouldn't show up, right?
I'll take this gem then and run a thorough investigation on its properties. Paimon, feel free to pick something else.
Ooh.
Actually, never mind. Paimon's gonna pass. Paimon was thinking about one of the snacks, but who knows if it'll also make Paimon sick.
Okay, so this gem was confiscated from, like, some criminals and stuff? And then the lady said she was gonna find out who it came from? Didn't hurt to be careful.
You do have a point.
I
In
want
that
to see
case, we should
Riley's
destroy the
backstory!
entire box and all of its contents.
I mean, I don't want him
Seems
to be
like we're almost done
traumatized,
with
but
our
I still want
drinks,
to
too.
see it!
Let's go check out the Society's gathering place then. I can introduce you, and we can also continue our conversation while we're at it.
I'm curious.
Are you this free every day or something?
Unlikely.
Just noticed? I wasn't exactly busy the first time we met either.
Is he really not that busy? Alright, that was really trippy though. Go to the Beret Society. Right, I forgot about that. Okay, I want to know the memories Paimon saw, and I want to know the memories that Risley saw. I'm really curious. I mean, we saw our memories, which is still cool, because I love Lumine Aether content, but still. Those aren't berets! I mean, they're hats that
We are
sag,
honored
but
by
that
your
doesn't
visit,
necessarily
Your
mean they're
Grace.
berets, right?
All of us at the Society have been waiting for your arrival.
Why do you have
Are
that
these
kind of
your
accent?
two guests?
Mm-hmm. Let me
What
introduce
kind
you.
of accent is that?
Traveler, this is Dugier, the head of the Beret Society. This is their gathering place.
Dougier?
Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large variety of books and other resources.
So it's just a
Every once in a
club?
while, the society
that
will
wears
also
hats?
host activities and seminars, which are always well attended.
Those aren't
You
berets!
flatter me, Your Grace. All we did was set up an organization in the same way as you would in the world above.
You make it
It's
seem
so
as
easy to
if
feel
this is
lonely
hell.
and helpless when you arrive here for the first time.
I feel like the abyss is
I
hell.
remember that feeling all too well. None of us knew anything about this place then, after all. But that's when the thought came to me. If we could
Dougier?
help
That's
everyone
such
turn
a
over
weird
new
name.
leaf, they would no longer have to lead such gloomy existences.
So it's just a
Thus,
group of
it
people
was with
wearing
your help
hats.
that I founded the Beret Society.
How long ago was
So
this
you're
founded?
also involved with this, Risley?
Ah,
Well,
my part
as
of
the
this was
Duke, I feel like
all
he's
I did
supposed
was
to
follow
know about it.
procedure and rubber stamp the application. I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now. As you know, not everyone takes their sentence seriously. For some, this is just another place where they can eat, breathe, and sleep.
Yeah, some people
But the
stay there.
society is a great place for those who wish to turn things around.
Exactly
So
right.
wish
Here, we
to
keep
bring
an eye
people
on
back
each
up to
other
the
and remind
surface?
each other of our goals. Everyone can focus on rehabilitating our mental states and even make many new friends.
Oh, so
Our
not
operations
making
are
this seem
entirely
like not
funded
your
by
home,
members'
because some people
donated
think
goods
it's their
and
home when
credit
it's
coupons.
not.
Same for the things you can see here.
Who knew you could find such a place in the Fortress of Mirapede?
I mean, the Fortress of Mirapede has everything now.
Right, and what's the deal with the hats?
They're not berets.
There's nothing deep about it. I just felt like we needed some kind of visible identifier. If our members felt joy
This
and
reminds
pride
me
from being a
of
part of this
Nouvelette's
group,
story
then the
quest.
hats would become a point of pride for them as well.
But I forgot what the
And
group
when
in
we're
there was
together,
called.
we will feel a sense of community from seeing everyone's hats. Optimism,
Community from seeing the
community,
hats?
hard
Where
work,
did
and a
you
desire
get the
for a
hats?
new life. I hope this hat will show everyone everything we have been working towards.
It's a hat that
In
you
other
call
words,
a beret that's
that
not a
hat has
beret.
come to represent something like a model citizen, which also helps them recruit new members.
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace. That's a part of our goal as well.
Okay, but what about
Let's
that
take a
one
little seat
timid
over here.
guy
There's
that
no
was like
need for
really
us to
scared of
stand.
Risley? That
I'll
was
ask
really
the members
scared
to
of
get us some drinks. Please wait here just
losing
one
his
moment.
hat
You
too.
know, feel free to look around too if you want to learn more about us.
So this meeting was planned all along?
Oh, right. What happened to your slow day, Risley?
He's not telling us everything.
Seems like I
Obviously.
shouldn't underestimate an adventurer's keen sense of observation. I'll bear that in mind.
Yeah,
next
I've been
time I need to
doing
do
this
something
for
low-key.
what, 5 nations now?
Kidding, of course. We're just discussing some small matters. It shouldn't take long. We've also
Suspicious.
already gone over the organization's vision. Instead of listening to me try to explain some more, maybe it'd be better if you took a look around for yourself.
I mean, I really don't want to look around considering they call these hats berets when they are not berets. They're
You didn't
giant
answer the
random
question at all.
hats.
Well, we're already here, aren't we?
I mean, I feel like there's a reason to that.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like the model prisoners, right? So this is what their spot looks like.
Model prisoners. Oslet? How do we know your names? I mean, it would
Welcome
be
to our
weird if you were
gathering
just all
place. Is
question
there
marks or all
anything
3
you'd
dots.
like me to
Still,
explain to you?
everything,
We're
please?
just taking a look around.
You sound a bit like a Melusine guide? Well, I mean, I've seen Melusine's guides before.
Well, that's not a bad comparison. It is my job to explain our amenities and benefits to our latest members.
Am
I'm
I
sure
gonna
Mr.
be a
Dugier has
member
already
of this
explained some of it,
group?
but allow me to
I
fill
mean,
you
I've
in some
already
more.
escaped the prison. I
Besides
don't
this
even know why
space,
I'm
which our
here.
members use to rest and relax, we also have an entertainment room, a fitness room, and a self-study room. These rooms are open to
What?
all of our members. We want everyone to be able to use their free time to the fullest.
Wow, that's
How
pretty
much
cool.
free time do you
Do
guys
have a
even have
restaurant
with the
too?
work that
If
you
did,
do?
you also wouldn't have to eat at the big cafeteria anymore.
Unfortunately, we don't. For matters like that, we still have to rely on his grace.
Obviously, you're
we
not
started a
completely
collaboration
independent.
with the cafeteria a while back, though, so they'll let us borrow their kitchen to do some simple research into recipes and cooking.
You've really thought of everything.
Yeah.
There's like a rehabilitation club or
live
something?
your life if you had all this support.
Yep, and that's exactly why Mr. Duget founded the society.
Okay, why
We
is
all
that his
think
name,
we
though?
made the correct choice to join him.
That's honestly a suspicious name. Oslet is a suspicious name, too. Bolmir? How do we know? Examine books. How do we know your names? There's a good variety of books here, and it also looks like the section is regularly updated. If nothing else, we can definitely find something here with which to pass the time. Didn't we already leave? Also, what if you don't like hats but still want to be part of the group? Do you have to wear a hat? What if you, like, clip the hat to your belt or something like that? Member's diary is also displayed among the books. It's probably just included for recruitment purposes. A member's diary? Like, explaining what their time is like in this place? Well, it seems like, it almost looks like this guy is in timeout. He's just sitting in the corner, just staring at a wall. Alright, that's weird.
Hey, what are you doing over here?
What is that guy doing over there? I'm more curious about him.
Oh, hello. You are guests of the Duke, are you not? I'm organizing the bookshelves.
I also
Wanna take
was a
look?
previous prisoner. I
We've
feel like
got
that's
some
gonna stay on my
classics,
record
as
that
well
I
as a
ate
few
cake.
books that the members published themselves.
There are writers in the society?
Yeah, most of them are writing diaries or autobiographies on their time in the
I
organization.
mean, I don't really like those kind of books,
Some
but
quit
alright then.
drinking. Some learned to tailor. Some became real good at calligraphy. And even I've learned to use a camera. We
Are
find
you-
it kind of
are you
funny.
guys-
You see, had
How
we managed to stay above ground,
Much
none of us
are
would
the
have ever had
prisoners
the time to
allowed
learn any of
things
those skills.
in the Fortress of Merrick?
Ah, it's because you all have a lot more free time now.
Not only that, but we've also now got the mental space to think about taking on new things. Before we came here, we were constantly exhausted just trying to live. With how the Duke and
They
Mr.
don't
Dugier
even
have
seem like
organized their
prisoners.
lives down here, though. All we need to do is think about the things that we want to do. You never know what you may be good at until
Okay,
you
but the
give it a
prison
try.
isn't your home.
And while you're here, no matter what you do, you won't get judged for it.
I mean,
After
yeah,
all,
you get
there's no need to conform to societal expectations when you're already in
you
jail.
get friends here,
So
and
this
it's
is
pretty
something
nice
like
here.
A safe space.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
But
After all, not everyone is good at fighting or have the physical strength to
they
do
make
hard
it seem
labor.
like that's their
The
home, but it's a
society is
prison.
exactly what some of us need. And that's it. I just finished organizing this shelf as well, so feel free to check it out if you want. Just remember to put the books back after you're done.
Unless there's no fantasy
worry,
books,
we will.
I'm not interested. I'm only interested in fantasy books, and yes, I technically haven't tried other books, but even still. I thought they, like, went much further. Can I hear what they're talking about?
The Society is planning to host another event soon.
That,
We haven't had many new recruits recently, so...
The one
recruitment
you mentioned to me
events?
before. The idea is sound, but I still have some concerns about the specifics.
Okay, that actually seems pretty normal. Rigus. Oh, that one went into a cutscene. Hi.
Hey, you there!
You got
newbie.
ponytail. I like that.
Hello.
Actually, a lot of guys seem to have ponytails.
Yep, I'm talking to you.
Well, he's
Now,
looking at
why don't you
us. He's
follow my
looking
lead
down
and take
on
a
us.
Deep breath before letting everything out like this.
Huh?
Ha!
Okay. You're energetic, aren't you?
That's how I pump myself up every day. A lot of my friends have found it super useful too. With one shout, you can release all the fatigue,
I guess
resentment, and
that does-
unpleasantness from your lungs, and return to the day with all the optimism in the world.
Kind of makes sense, just
Why don't you
randomly
also give it a try,
shouting,
huh?
but
I promise that it'll work.
No. Especially not with Risley right behind me.
Feeling shy? That's alright. As long as you remember this trick, it'll come in handy one day. Just remember to take a deep breath and let it all out if you find yourself at your wit's end.
I mean, that does seem like it would be accurate, but holy crap. Why was that one a cutscene?
Everybody. It sure sounds like they're all pretty happy.
That's
That
weird.
would explain why Risley only had good things to say about this place.
Model prisoners, I guess. Why are they staring at
Looks
walls?
like they're starting to wrap up their conversation as well. Let's go over to them.
Of course, Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right away.
Okay, then I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this place? Now,
I mean,
note that
strange.
your opinion will also affect my review of Dugier and the society as a whole.
Wait, I didn't
My
know they
review?
were also a part of the evaluation process. It's all
Yeah,
right,
neither
Your
did
Grace.
I.
I'm pretty confident about our growth and activities.
Paimon thinks it's pretty good.
I mean, the first guy in the box was
Something anyone
suspicious.
expected you to get a society going here of all places.
The one guard lady told Risley that she had a bunch of mysterious stuff that was confiscated, and the guy in the chest ran away like a dog between its legs. A dog with a tail between its legs. God dang it. Dog with a tail between its legs. No pun intended, Risley. But he seemed really timid. Suspiciously so.
Ah, so it seems that you were able to get a sense of our vision and values. That's all I can ask for, really.
The prisoners here all have very different personalities and psychological needs. Our needs are like violent beasts. If we can't face them properly, they'll grow restless and enraged, causing pain and conflict.
Okay, are you talking from experience here, or are you talking as like a mentor?
But if we can placate them, they lose their fangs, and they can even be converted into fuel for far nobler pursuits.
Fuel?
Which is why, in my opinion, learning to reconcile with oneself is the first step on the path to redemption.
You've
the
hit the nail on the
cryovision
head,
mean
Your
again?
Grace. Before I founded the society, I had met too many people who could
Does
not
that
come to
reveal
terms
anything
with
about
themselves.
his backstory?
And I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people find their way.
And Paimon thought everyone was enjoying life just fine, working and fighting.
Of course, that lifestyle is more than enough for some people in the fortress. For others, though, they would just be useless distractions.
Speaking of fighting, I'm not sure if you knew this, but even His Grace sometimes fights in the ring.
What? You fight in the ring too? Wearing those high-tech boxing gloves of yours?
The visions are supposedly given if a person is found to have surpassing ambition, even if their life reaches a desperate turning point. And then another one up here says cryo, pain and suffering, feeling of being abandoned by someone you love, hopeless, stands random to me. I don't know. I feel like Risley's backstory is going to be really sad.
Oh, I almost never
Obviously,
knew that.
but I'm curious. Oh, is that the suspicious guy? Yeah, it is. How do I know his name? Yeah. Dog with a tail between its legs. He is running away. Well, clearly he's not relaxed. Yep, he was caught. Oh, there's something going on.
What's wrong? Did you forget about us already?
Uh-oh. Okay, I know that.
Are you feeling all right? You are looking a little pale.
Yeah, everybody around here's kind of looking a little pale. Why are you giving him that look?
No, I'm fine. Thank you for helping me get my hat back.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
I'm sorry, but I've got to go.
I mean, I understand shyness, but that seems too suspicious to be shy.
He's still as weird as before. Paimon's kind of used to it by now.
Considering everyone else jumped at him being there.
Dugier, do you know what's up with him?
Does everybody else know what's up with him? There was the big guy and the lady by the books. The ones that
I'm
we
also
talked
not
to.
too sure about that. As far as I recall, he's always been a little strange, but I'll check up on him later.
Suspicious!
After all, it's my responsibility as the leader to make sure that no one falls through the cracks.
Yeah. As in, like, revealing your big secret that you just so happen to be hiding?
We'll leave him to you then. Where were we before we got sidetracked?
Something about boxing gloves?
Oh, right, about that. You might have thought that I was joking, but in a place like that, everyone will use everything in their power.
I don't know, I wasn't listening. I was just searching up cryovisions.
And when emotions run high, things often spiral out of control. That would be when I need to pull out my gloves to maintain order.
You go punch people to maintain order?
Sometimes you might need more than just
So why
gloves
do
as
you
well.
have black bandages?
This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite a number of times.
Ooh. Okay, is Risley secretly threatening everybody? To, like, stay in control?
Oops.
Oh no, they looked at the gem!
Oh, isn't that awful gem? You're still carrying it with you?
Okay, so I think Risley has a lot that he can hide under the surface. But I think Risley knows something is up with the Beret group. So then he threw the gem to get their attention.
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its special qualities. It won't affect me as long as I don't let it come into contact with my skin.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, pick it up with a napkin or something.
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for his grace, would you?
No, don't!
Yes, right away.
Actually, do. I want to see if it has an effect on you.
That
Okay,
gem
you guys
shines
seem
with quite the dazzling
suspicious.
light. I hope it hasn't been damaged. Your grace, please let me know if there's something wrong with it now.
Oh yeah, something's wrong with it. Did that guy see any horrible memories, or did he just not mention anything?
It still looks good to me. Say, Dugier, have you ever seen a gem like this?
It's black and it looks like the abyss, just not like the abyss is brighter than that gem. The abyss is like purple and pink. Or at least from what I've seen, like with the primordial seawater, and the area where I fought
Never,
the
your
all-devouring
grace.
narwhal.
Don't think I've ever been rich enough to afford this kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's really suspicious that you looked at the gem when it dropped, though.
I guess that's fair.
But he didn't have a reaction when he picked up the gem.
We've already gone over most of the things that I wanted to talk about, so let's wrap up for the day.
I
The
think
Traveler also has
Risley
some other
knows
plans,
something's
after
up with
all.
the Beret group. Just a theory.
Got it, your grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit.
No, wait. Wait, the exit of the fortress? No.
Traveler, Paimon,
Oh,
it was an honor.
the exit of
I'm
your
sure
group?
everyone would love it if you were to visit again.
That's lame.
And that goes for you as well, your grace. We wish you all the best in your endeavors.
Okay, you're suspicious. I feel like this big guy and the girl are like feeling really guilty for something.
And same to you.
Because he still has his head on low.
Paimon doesn't think we made any plans for the rest of the day. Why did you lie to him?
Guess he knows something's up.
Well, what's your opinion of the society now that you've taken a look around their headquarters?
They're all suspicious, or at least 3, 4 of them?
Paimon thinks it's pretty chill.
Paimon's never not one to notice things.
Paimon doesn't remember exactly what you said, but wasn't it something along the lines of encouraging people to embrace their new lives with optimism? There's only one potential problem. If the society does too good a job managing and rehabilitating its members, you may be soon out of a job.
Debatable, because they're not rehabilitating their members. They're corrupting their members of some sort.
That is certainly a possibility.
But
at this point in time, they're still reducing my workload by managing and rehabilitating prisoners in my stead.
what even is your workload?
I wanted to see just how much they've managed to accomplish. and also get a sense of
They're
DGA's plans for the future.
suspicious, though. Did you not see that? I feel like he knew that.
I arranged for a meeting out of curiosity, but then I noticed some faint hints of dissonance.
Yes.
Dissonance?
What does that even mean?
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too.
Wait. Lack of harmony. Lack of harmony among musical notes? Attention or clash resulting in the combination of two disharmonious or unsuitable elements. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. There was something off about that place. They did all seem very suspicious.
As expected, you also picked up on it.
Yes! I probably
The whole
picked up on it
truth is
before
a
you,
bit
but
complicated,
it's
so I'll
debatable.
explain everything to you later. I can tell you right now, though, that this was an unexpected turn of events.
Yeah, I still don't know what's up with that box that we received earlier either.
I had hoped to take care of it in secret, but now confrontation may no longer be avoidable. It's hard to predict what might happen next.
And they were model prisoners, probably. I don't even know if they were model prisoners at all anymore.
Why don't you take this opportunity
If it's
to
like
check back
all
on
of the
gathering
beret
place?
group or
Just
what?
tell them you left something of yours there by accident.
Something of
If my
mine?
hypothesis is correct, Dugier should already have left.
Ooh.
And with his watchful eye removed, you may well get a very different reception from the members.
That's true.
Can't you just tell us exactly what to expect?
Does he not know what to
I'm just
expect?
following the most popular playbook in Fontaine. Investigate, obtain evidence, and then use the truth to render judgment.
Suspicious, but I still want to know your backstory.
It's been so long since I got to watch a performance at Opera Epiclese that I've even begun to miss it.
I'll trust you.
I'll explain everything to you later, but right now we need to seize this
Does
opportunity.
that mean you'll explain your backstory too?
Find out what you can from them now while they're all in one place.
Man.
We might not get another chance like this anytime soon.
So, are we gonna guilt trip him? Can I talk to you again?
Then what are you gonna do?
Good question. What should I do?
What should...
Maybe I'll drop by the ring and sign myself up for a fight.
No, he's gonna investigate into this further.
Wait,
What's
are you
with
really just gonna make us
men
walk
and
all this
having
back off?
knee-high boots? I mean, Nuvalet has waist-high boots, but holy crap, you're tall, too! And I feel like that has nothing to do with the heel that's actually on your boot. That's not fair. Alright, well, time to talk to the suspicious people. I kind of liked that big guy, though. Now he's really suspicious. Are we gonna talk to him? Big screamy guy. I'm gonna talk to him first.
It's just as Risley said. Seems like Dugier is no longer here.
Has this, whatever this is, been going on for a while?
Place,
Ooh,
right?
big guy!
So let's see if we can feel something out. Paimon will do her best to help.
Yeah, he's scratching his head. He knows we're here for something. Let's see if we can strike up a conversation. No! Go to him! Go to him!
Wait,
Unless...
you guys are...
Unless they're gonna be spies for Dugier.
We're really sorry.
Which isn't a good thing.
We realized that we lost something, and we figured we might have left it here by accident. We'll be on our way as soon as we find it.
Yeah, what exactly was it? A single Mora or something?
Oh, okay.
Did anyone see a glass bottle by chance? Oh.
Nobody?
Whoa. I don't like how quiet you guys got. I was using it to store some spice powder. Yeah, you guys definitely know I'm here for something.
It's okay. There's no need to be nervous. It's not like we lost a whole bag of Mora or anything.
It's just a glass bottle that probably doesn't even exist.
We'll just look for it ourselves.
Where do we even have it?
We're not gonna tell Risley.
Do we have magical backpacks or something?
I'll go find Mr. Dugier.
No!
No need. We're just looking for something. Why does he have to know?
Because you guys are suspicious of me. That's why. Feels like they're all terrified of something. They're terrified of Dugier. They're terrified of whatever they're doing. Or the repercussions of it.
We can look around for it, yeah?
They don't want us to look around, do they? Ooh. Well, they didn't say anything. I guess I'm gonna talk to Big Guy later. Baumier.
Are you still
Baumier.
organizing the bookshelves?
Yeah, and I'm sorry. But you can't check out the books right now.
Yeah, now they're gonna say I'm unwelcoming and stuff. Because they're afraid they're gonna, like, slip something up or something like that?
We weren't thinking about that to begin with, but weren't you super friendly just a moment ago?
Yeah, because they're hiding something.
Sorry.
Suspicious. About Osley or Osled or something, however you say your name.
Hey, hello? Anyone home?
Oh, he wasn't staring. No, he is staring at the wall. He started staring at the typewriter.
Hello? How can I help you?
Can you give us the rundown again?
The Beret Society offers a variety of resources and benefits to its members, and, I mean, you've already heard my spiel. I don't know anything beyond what I've already told you.
Yeah, that's not what you said before.
You don't know anything?
They don't want anything to slip up about whatever's going on.
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just, there's nothing more I can tell you.
Suspicious. Alright, big guy, you gotta give us the whole truth. Oh, cutscene!
Hey, big guy.
Oh man, I thought it was gonna be different.
What do you want?
Isn't this
We
how you
want
greeted us
information.
earlier? Take a deep breath and let it all out.
Yeah! Let out all of the tea!
Oh yeah, that's right. You sure are a fast learner.
Where did your optimism go? I liked when you had your optimism. They're afraid of repercussions or dossier or someone or something.
I ate something earlier, so I'm falling into a bit of a food coma.
Lies.
And, I mean, not everyone can be super upbeat all the time, right?
I mean, there's Ito, and you actually did seem a lot like Ito.
You're looking for something, you said? I didn't see it, but it should be somewhere nearby.
You guys are suspicious. Spill the tea!
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now.
Suspicious?
Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
What if I do talk to them?
I didn't see it. Why don't you try to look for it somewhere else?
Because they don't want anything to slip. Are you guys the only... Yeah, you guys are the only 3 members left of the Beret Society, or whatever you're called. You're the Beret something, and you don't even have berets. Maybe that's what they're embarrassed about. Because they're not actual berets.
Please.
You guys are liars.
Please just leave me alone.
You guys are suspicious liars. Holy crap.
Sorry. You really can't check them out. Please understand.
Okay, no, that's beyond suspicious. Risley, don't mind me that I'm going to search for Risley. I'm just going to search for my friend. Risley, they're acting suspicious. I don't have any information, but they definitely are. And they'll definitely hide more, they'll definitely hide more with you around. Because they're scared of you. They're scared
How
of the
are things at their
repercussions, probably.
It was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
They were all acting super scared.
That would prove my suspicions. The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment of fear behind the cheerful facade.
Yeah, because they're scared of something. Like that one guy we found hiding in the box.
Right. He was acting super scared too when we saw him at the gathering place.
Why was he even hiding in the box in the first place?
Actually, hasn't he just been acting super paranoid since we first met?
Okay, but that's suspicious in and of itself, too. I mean, yeah, I understand paranoia and anxiety and all of that, but that's beyond paranoia and anxiety. That's like genuine fear.
And that's precisely why I took his hat.
Why you took his hat?
Oh, so the one who started it all was... It was you all along!
Man, we worked for that hat! Well, do we at least have a free beret now? I don't even think he gave us the beret, or not beret, fedora. I don't think he gave us the fedora back.
It's because I wanted to figure out what's really going on.
And yet we still can't figure out what's going on?
I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about unstable mental states.
I think the only unstable mental state is his. How long have you been investigating this? Clearly a while, because the one guard came back with the box.
Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit. But I don't know. It almost feels like the performance was too elaborate.
It's... So he's leading us into a trap?
Okay, but if you think something's wrong, why don't you just take the whole society into custody?
Because that would make sense, and it would be suspicious for other prisoners without evidence.
Aren't you the Duke? You can do whatever you want in this place.
Debatable.
Well, maybe you're actually a better fit for the position than I am. Just give me the word and I'll hand you the cuffs. In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. They're mostly for show.
Oh, that's really cute, though. Because he's a gentle warden, kind of.
Everything I do is on display.
Depending on what he did
way
in the
people see me
past,
act
when he was
determines
younger.
the kind of world I can create down here.
He must have done something bad when he was younger, because I feel like kids should have more leeway when it comes to, like, prison sentences. I don't know how that exactly works in Fontaine, if they're the same as adults, but that happens sometimes in real life, depending on what they did. But then Risley must have been stuck down here a while, because then he became the Duke.
And I've always striven to
The
appear
warden.
fair and reasonable to the people.
That's so cute that he
That
is.
sounds a bit deep.
But it's so
I was not sure
unnecessary.
she got all of it.
His values will be emulated by the people.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by example if I want to maintain expectations of justice and order. And that's why, even though Dugier had already let a few
Can't
things
abuse your
slip,
power.
I didn't want to turn on him without irrefutable evidence.
Right. You can't sentence the guy to death without evidence.
Alright, so you're saying Dugier has figured out some way to control the members of his society.
Yeah, well, I mean, you saw Paimon with fear.
And even though the members are acting all optimistic and motivated, it's all just a show.
I feel like there's still something we're missing.
Indeed. He certainly seems to be using some coercive methods to turn his members into the most upbeat and motivated group of people you've ever seen. And that won't turn out well in the long run. I have some faith, though, that some of the members understood the hint I gave during our visit. The line has been set.
I mean, I feel
Quite
like
likely
that
the
gem
fish
fell
will
out of your pocket on purpose.
Fish? Bite?
One of them is gonna come up to us and tell us the truth because they're more scared of Dozier than they are of us, right?
Let's give them some time.
Well, maybe
My
not
guards will need
you,
it to finish their investigation, too.
but maybe me.
You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Hey, don't just leave before you've explained everything to Paimon! Hey!
I mean, he still hasn't explained his backstory, and he only made me more confused about his backstory. I want to know! Wait until nighttime. How do you even know it's night? Does it show that it's night? Wait until nighttime, 1824. That would be, that would be 6 to 12, right? I feel like that is. Does it show that it's night in the fortress? It doesn't even show that it's night in the fortress. How do you know? Do you have a
Probably
watch?
wrapped up his investigation.
I'm
Paimon has
surprised
no
he
idea
mentioned
what
nothing
that guy's
about
thinking.
tea.
Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
Maybe he mentioned nothing about tea because he is currently spilling the tea. God dang it, I keep mixing up the E and F. Man, I gotta change my keybinds at some point. Meet up with Risley as you agreed. Alright. Risley, you got the tea? I mean, there's the tea over there.
Oh, here you are. Did you manage to land a lucky pull on the welfare meals tonight?
I feel like we're not here about a welfare meal. I'm here about your backstory, but we're not gonna get to that till the very end, most likely.
Let's just get straight to the point. Has anything else happened with the society?
Maybe not?
Patience, Paimon. Even as the situation continues to brew, we still need to make sense of what we learned so far and go over any sticking points.
As is what happens in Fontaine.
I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind when I noticed something amiss. Namely, why didn't anyone come to me about it?
Because they're scared of you and they're scared of the repercussions, obviously.
Oh, that's a good point. Could whatever they're afraid of be so powerful that even you won't be able to do anything about it?
Or maybe Dozier just told them, like, yeah, the Duke is gonna make your sentence even greater, or he's gonna kill you, or something like that. Like, he won't be able to defend you, but I will. Something to make Dozier seem like the good guy, and Risley to see him like... not the good guy, necessarily. Risley see him like the more intimidating guy than Dozier.
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without checking with me first? It'd be one thing if it was just one or two
whatever
people,
he's doing,
it seems like
I
everyone's
still don't
convinced
know.
that I won't be able to help. Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just wouldn't care to help them.
I mean, that's also a thought. Because you instigated Dozier in the first place?
Yes, something like that. Dugier must have told them something to make them think I won't take their side.
Exactly!
So it became imperative for me to refute that and prove my true stance. Of course, I had originally planned to do this in a more covert way, but I had to improvise when you identified the guy who'd lost his hat with everyone present.
Wait, so did I mess that up?
There was no way to keep our investigation a secret after that.
This is confusing.
That makes sense. Wait, then does that mean it was all Paimon's fault?
Now you mention it.
The last thing that guy wanted was for Dugier to find out that he'd lost it. He would have never brought the matter up on his own.
Oh, because he was scared of Dugier.
But now, not only has Dugier found out that he'd lost his hat, he's also realized that we were the ones who found it.
Ooh. So Dugier thinks he's gonna be caught. So he's gonna be even more guarded.
That likely set his internal alarms off all at once.
Yeah. Hats must be hiding something. So I need to get into that group. Man, they're not gonna let me in that group because they're really suspicious and scared. I'm not a convict. And, well, I really don't like those hats either.
Yes, that's the conclusion I came to
I mean,
as
the
well.
brown and the plaid
It's
blue,
the only
that
thing that
just...
could explain the fear.
It reminds you of a golf dad hat.
If we didn't act right then and there,
That's, like,
Dugier
squishy,
would probably come
like
up
a
with some other way
like
to
a
hide
fungus.
the truth, and we'd be back to square one. So after giving the matter some thought, I tossed that black gem onto the ground. I must say, I was pretty satisfied with the results.
Yeah, all their eyes went to the gem. They know what it is. And the one guy didn't have a reaction to it. Probably.
You did that on purpose?
Yeah, he did.
Yes, that's right. Of course, that box was discovered as part of our investigation of the society from the very beginning.
Clearly.
I had no way to know if any of the members had actually seen the gem before.
Okay, but what is the
since I had to
society
do
even
something,
doing?
I decided to gamble.
Are they just, like, smuggling stuff in the prison or something? So that's the hint you were talking about earlier?
Right. And I said back there that I had no idea what the gem represented. That should have been enough to let people know that it's still early days for my investigation. And since I was traveling with you, heroes who have never turned a blind eye to evil and injustice, they would also understand that we're here to help, rather than to tolerate or uphold the status quo.
You used us as a part of your plan too!
I mean, that's not entirely surprising. He's used us before. But I'm not actually complaining because he is a really cool guy. So that's why he wanted us to come along.
My apologies. There was no time and quite a lot to explain, so I figured it might be easier to just let you see a few things for yourselves.
Yeah.
But I can assure you that I've now told you everything there is to know. Of course, you're under no obligation, but I would really appreciate it if you could continue to lend me your support and help me figure out the true secret behind the society.
Man, I'm still
Would you
being
be willing
used.
to lend me your support?
Of course, because I still want to know your backstory. I just need to fight them off. Yeah, anger. Ah.
You have my thanks. Now, there are still 2 outstanding matters in our investigation. The first is the secret of the hats. I've examined one before. There was nothing suspicious about the item itself.
Did you look
The other is
inside
the
the
true
hat?
purpose of the black gem. We haven't been able to get anything out of anyone with actual knowledge.
Does
of
the
it.
black gem have
It's my
relation
hope
to
that
the
a brave
hat?
fish will take my bait and venture outside of their dark and murky pool. I'll put some music on while we wait.
Music? I'm only half paying attention. I'm looking at something else real quick. You gonna get your tea? Oh, just sitting on his desk. Man, this doesn't seem like Risley at all. I mean, he hasn't mentioned tea once, I don't think. Other than, you know, the tea that's in this. Spend some time waiting in Risley's office. Ooh!
Excuse me, Your Grace.
Oh!
But may I come in?
A vice?
I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Following you?
Please, do.
You can hear her from there? Ooh. Hat!
I apologize for my lack of composure. These 2 are the guests that came with you to our gathering place, correct?
Yes. You know us? I mean, I don't think I saw you before, but I mean, I do like your bow.
Yes, my lover Fasol told me all about you.
Lover? Oh!
Please, help us, Your Grace. He's in great danger right now.
You're anxious,
Slow
dude?
down, take a deep breath, and start from the top. What happened at the society?
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try. I think I should start from when you saw Fasol last.
You mean when we saw him at the gathering place?
Yes, he fled immediately, but many members are hot on his heels.
Suspicious.
Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain everything that had happened.
So
Now that he's
you
lost
all are
Duji's
just scared?
trust, what awaits him is agonizing censure.
Censure?
What?
Censure is Dujier's method of establishing control, as well as the thing we all fear the most.
What is that exactly?
Rather than listening to me explain what it is, Your Grace, please, just let me show it to you.
Is it the gem? Is it a replica of the gem?
Every secret may be found within...
Within the hat? Uh-oh. That's Ogier!
Ah, here you are.
Uh-oh.
I was wondering where you had run off to in such a hurry.
Uh-oh. Let me...
Please
Can I stab him?
excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you
Oh,
like
that
this.
poor girl.
You
She's
see,
terrified.
Avisa's mental state has been rather unstable ever since she arrived at the fortress.
Oh my god, this poor girl. She is terrified of Dogier. But she thought she could tell Risley, and she was just about to tell us because she trusted us.
She rambles often, has hallucinations. It may be best to dismiss her babbling as random gibberish.
I don't think her babbling is random gibberish, my guy.
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission for you to come in.
Ooh.
Oh, my apologies. I merely
Says
did
the
not wish
big
for your
boss
grace
to
be
the mini,
alarmed. Had I
quote-unquote,
not been
boss.
so focused on recovering her, I would have followed all the rules of etiquette to the letter. So please, forgive my discourtesy.
Yeah, and you were following her so you weren't caught yourself. That right?
We believe you.
We know what you're thinking.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know His Grace to be a reasonable man.
Reasonable, yes, but we have evidence stacked against you. That's the blondie.
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to hear the lunatic out?
Ooh!
That would be perfectly fine with me.
Risley
Just so
is
you
a cool
know,
character.
We've also found the missing Mr. Fasol, I had no idea why he was so upset about losing his hat, really.
Wait, is this Fasol's hat? Or is this just her hat? I mean, she had it on, but...
Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses.
Why did she take
We've
off her
brought him
boat,
back
too?
to our place, so there's no need to worry.
Show us what it is!
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I don't have anything more to say.
No! Dozier is doing something to her!
This is what you're afraid of, correct? You can tell me everything. I'll do all I can for you.
She said it was something about the hat, and she's trying to figure out whether to betray Dozier and fear his wrath, but at the same time, have Risley help her. Risley can help you, lady, please!
I've never seen that thing in my life.
Please, Vice. Please! Oh, I want to stab him so badly! Can I stab him?
I don't think there's anything else she would like to say.
Lies!
Pressuring her will not get you anywhere.
Yeah, you're the one pressuring her! You're the one glaring at her! Yeah, I don't like Dozier either.
It's all right, Elise. As long as you tell me what it is that you're terrified of. No matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you. I swear this on my name and honor as the Duke.
Please, trust Risley. I don't know what he did in the past, but trust him.
Your Grace, forget it. I'll keep my mouth shut. I've already said everything I could say about the matter.
Dude, leave!
I'm sorry, Your Grace. But I
No!
really don't have anything more to say. Please, don't press me further.
We have the information. If Dozier was just came in a second later, we could have had it.
But why?
Or maybe a couple seconds or like a minute or something, but still.
In that case, Avis and I will be off.
Oh my god, I
Once
hate
again,
Dozier.
please accept
And
my
your stupid
apologies for
hats.
disturbing your peaceful evening, Your
They
Grace.
look like golf dad hats, and they're not even good golf dad hats.
Miss Avis, please show me your head. That is an order.
Her head? Is there like a poking device? He doesn't have to look down, he's so tall.
There's nothing there.
But what about inside her hat? Why is there a second hat? Is that Fauché's hat or whatever her boyfriend's name was?
Your Grace,
The shy guy?
I know you have long tired of my words, but please believe me when I say you've merely
Why
let
does his
your
hands
worries
seem
get to
more
your head.
pale than his actual skin?
The Society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards at the fortress. We've spent all of our time working hard and trying to lead better lives.
That's what they all say.
Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? What's wrong with the current state of affairs?
Because we know you're doing something, and you know that we know, so you're trying to get us off your tail.
I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why are you so intent?
And yet you
on getting
burst
rid of
in here
someone
to
who's
stop
been
her.
Unfalteringly loyal.
Who's to say you're gonna do something else? Ooh, even Lumine's glare. I love when Lumine actually glares.
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be lying.
You go die.
Everything that I do for the fortress of Meripede.
Lies.
Your Grace is welcome to visit us anytime to confirm the true intent of our activities.
And there's his shark smile.
All right, Avis. Let's head back.
Okay, but look inside the hat, and the other hat is gone. No, we have.
Just what's up with that guy? He makes Paimon really, really mad.
Oh, me too.
We should have shown him his place.
Risley should have shown him his place, but he can't because then he's gonna seem like not a just leader.
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance.
Ooh.
He must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile. All the more reason for us to be patient.
But we almost had
The
it!
entire society are his hostages. His subordinates would definitely react if he were taken into custody. that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me.
So, he knows that we know.
The true secret of the society is neither on the hat nor on the members' heads.
So it's not in the hat?
Dugier probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why he didn't panic.
So it's something that Dugier has against all of them.
However, if we were
It's
to
not
look
like
at the
he
rules,
actively has a sword
it
to
would
their
also
necks.
seem like the head has to be the place where they're keeping all of their secrets.
Yeah, none of this makes sense to
So
Paimon
do we
either.
have to use the black gem?
Hide.
The black gem brought out bad memories.
The hats are definitely being used to hide
She
secrets.
talks!
But there's nothing wrong with the hats themselves. But if there's nothing on her head, why did Avis feel the need to remove her hat?
Because there's... She said she was being followed, but was she being followed by Dogier? Or is there a listening device on the hat? Mechanical hat, as I said in the beginning of the stream.
From the way Dugier acted, he must have known from the beginning that we wouldn't be able to find any evidence.
But then they also said there was nothing in the hat. So... Oh, right. I have to associate it with someone. With something.
I can't seem...
Lost hair clip. What?
I have an idea, but...
I mean, she did have a bow and she took off the bow as well. But is that related to it? So do I.
Huh? What is it? Tell Paimon about it.
Avis didn't take off her hat to draw attention to her head. So she did so to remove her hair clip? What?
You mean this thing?
She left her hair clip!
So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier noticing.
She does trust Riley!
That would mean that Avis didn't stay silent out of fear. She stayed silent because she'd already given us what we needed.
Oh my god! Okay, she's actually smart!
Let me take a look.
Does it got a listening device on it? Rosie tinkers with the hair clip for a brief moment.
I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical. It's hollow on the inside, and looks something like a cross between a nail and a thorn.
Okay, are we playing 20 questions? What is it? That's a needle. Where even was that?
Paimon's last again.
It's a needle for something. I mean, yeah, her head was fine, but it's not like Risley would have noticed, like, a single hair prick, right?
Let's see. What if we do this?
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark liquid
Oh.
is leaking out of the gem.
Out of the gem? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe the pin was used. I'm just theorizing. Maybe the pin was used so so it could inject like bad memories into them whenever like they misbehaved against Dogier or something like that. Or something. I really thought that gem was shinier too.
And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
The gem is used as a container for a type of liquid. Yes!
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions of humanity.
What?
With that in
You
mind,
know, you guys
this
came from the
liquid is
water,
probably
technically.
a highly
Well,
concentrated
actually,
solution
technically,
of
all of
fear.
Tibet came from the water. Or at least half to 75% came from the primordial sleep. Concentrated solution of fear. That's a physical thing?
Oh, so that's why even
You
touching
can
it won't
physically
make you remember
concentrate
unpleasant
fear?
things.
So with this infused thorn, then they can induce horrible memories?
Dugier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this directly injected into your brain.
First of all, ow. Second, what the heck, dude?
The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the terrors you've ever experienced in your life.
But then, why would they wear the hats? Why did she wear the needle? It still doesn't make sense.
Agony, desolation, and an overwhelming sense of despair. No wonder they're all so terrified of it.
Well, they have to know that the needle is the cause of it, because if there's a needle for every single person, then, the lady left the bow tie, so she has to know the needle is there. But then why would they wear it?
So, was the hat meant to cover up their wounds?
That might not even be all. Let's go get them right away.
But he didn't see the wound. Was that just because he looked on top of her head, not in the back? Because the bow is in the back.
We can't let Dugier escape with all of the evidence.
Yeah, he's gonna soon, actually. Because that's how these type of things go. And then we're gonna catch him last second, and then there's gonna be a big brawl, and then something else. The Liberation Society's gathering place. So we just rip off their hats. Actually, no, that would probably be painful if there was a needle embedded in their hat. We just pay them for the one in the first place, but... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is this a good thing? This might be a bad thing.
Your Grace, we have taken the Society members into custody.
Don't hurt them!
They all tried to flee just a little while ago, as if they had received some kind of order.
Yeah, they probably did, but don't seriously hurt them. What happened to that guy?
We decided to forestall
What
the plan,
happened to the
and were just
lady?
about to send the word when you unexpectedly arrived.
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this all along?
I had them stay here to keep an eye on things, so I'm glad that my intuition turned out to be correct.
Yeah, you're actually a cool character. I mean, I still don't know if you're cooler than Ouvlet, but you're really cool, Risley.
Perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters and bring all the members to me.
Understood, Your Grace.
Okay, but they're kind of victims, aren't they? Wait, I don't think he's the one guy that shouted. All three of the main people might be gone. Is he dead? He might be dead.
Now, let's check on them.
Take off their hats.
As
Is there a
expected,
needle?
they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a
Yes.
wound on their head.
First of all, ow. Second, what the heck?
Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away for a bit.
She said she didn't have good eyesight, and yet... Oh my god, I just found a chest. I didn't even mean to find that. Doesn't have good eyesight, and yet in some other quest she'll be like, oh yeah, look at that over there. And then I'll see nothing. They didn't pull the thorn out? Why?
They probably left it there as a lasting reminder of Dugier's censure.
So they didn't have to have more nightmares caused by Dugier?
These people must have had to endure an unimaginable amount of
I
pain.
like her eyes and hair. Didn't she have a hat before too?
Let's go check out the other areas too.
Like not a beret hat, but a hat. These papers are actually outdated, but they look brand new. It seems like no one has ever flipped through them. If you look closely, even creases are almost identical. They don't seem to have formed naturally through reading.
Hey, come here. Have a look at this. This is a book that Paimon found in a box next to the bookshelf. It's
Diary?
exactly the same as this book on the shelf.
Is it a diary or an
Colors of the
autobiography
covers
or something?
are completely different though, and the names of the
So these were also just for show, which is why she didn't want us to look at the books.
Yeah, and they dared to claim that they wrote these too.
Suspicious. Okay, so we know that they're suspicious, but what are they doing exactly that Dozier doesn't want us to know about?
Look at what I found.
What did you find? Glasses? Oh. What the heck?
This is a surveillance port. With this, Dugier would be able to remotely monitor everything that's happening at the gathering place.
Okay, that's creepy.
So even if Dugier's not there in person, he'll still always have eyes on the members.
That explained why they were all so terrified.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah,
it's
that
easy
would
to
make
become
sense.
lost and confused when you're given no instructions or any kind of script to follow. And if any action you take may be deemed a mistake, then perhaps it's better to do less. Or to not do anything at all.
Okay, but why did they even wear the needles? Are they terrified Dugier's gonna, like, do fisticuffs to them or something?
Dugier has already tamed them to his will.
It still doesn't make sense. But what
Your Grace,
are they
Your Grace.
doing exactly?
What's the matter?
We couldn't find any society members in the other areas. It also seems like none of the
They
equipment in
left.
those rooms were ever used. All the signs of wear and tear are fake.
Yeah, I figured.
The lime scale, the layers of dust, they were all deliberately added.
How do you deliberately add layers of dust and whatever lime scale is?
We also investigated the members' residences and weren't able to find anything. Their neighbors all say that they haven't returned home for ages.
Yeah, probably because they're staying somewhere else, like a secret hideout or something. Risley, do you know anything about this?
Oh. Is that right?
Does he?
They're gone? That could only mean...
The society put a lot of effort into building a front. Their real headquarters are somewhere else.
Indeed.
But where?
As long as he allowed society members to
I
mingle
hope
with others,
Risley
even with
knows.
threats of censure.
Risley didn't even
Dugier
know.
knew that he couldn't stop all of his
Then
members
nobody
from
probably
speaking out.
knows.
Meanwhile, this marvelous gathering place will lose all of its value as soon as a whistleblower sounds the alarm. So instead of being his real base, this is just an elaborate performance. The rest areas, the fancy equipment, even the members that we saw, they were merely part of the front.
Yeah, I feel bad for the blondie. I feel like she might be punished and, like, her boyfriend and stuff. Did she say that her boyfriend? I think she did.
And only the most docile and well-trained members were selected as his performers.
Yeah. But for what?
But then, where can we actually find him?
What is he hiding? We still don't know. What are you hiding, Risley? We're here for your backstory.
Let me think. Dugier must be holding all the rest of his members in another place. And if the overseer of my fortress guard has never alerted me to anything of the sort, he must be in Dugier's pocket.
He can tell us where the real headquarters are.
I'm of the same mind. Let's go. You two, follow me.
Ooh, I like the salute. That's a different salute from, like, the Knights of Favonius thing. Because I think the Knights of Favonius thing was just your fist against your chest and then, like, down to your side. I don't know. The Traveler did it once. Go to the production zone. How do I get to the production zone again? The Traveler did it once in the Valeria Mirage. And probably did it more. But that's the only time I remember. And Klee looked up at us with, like, starry eyes. It was so cute.
Did that person flee here?
Most likely? I mean, it looks
That's the
suspicious.
most likely scenario to me. He's probably already caught wind of Dugier's declaration of war against me, and has fled to seek his protection. Let's keep heading down. There are some abandoned areas in there.
Okay, but why
If
was he
needs
hiding
space,
in the
I guess
chest?
Dugier
And
probably converted them into his headquarters.
oh man, this is so weird.
be on the
What
right
are they even doing that they're trying
Now
to
we just need
hide?
to find that turncoat.
Are they just smuggling stuff?
Let's go. We can take this path. You guys take the other.
You guys, as in your guards, or which way are we going? We're going this way. Okay. I guess just go talk with Risley. Oh, it's just Lumine. Ooh, there's something over here. Ooh, there's a box. I bet there's someone else hiding in there. Yeah. Yeah, okay, here, we're moving. I don't know what the heck we're doing. Where's the entrance? There's gonna be a cave entrance, isn't there?
Look! There's a fallen guard over there! Paimon sees some society
Along with hats! I got a sword!
After them.
Woo!
Run!
Give me here! Give me here! There we go. I can click on them. It wasn't that hard, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, you guys aren't that threatening.
Did Dugier send you? Why did you attack that guard?
Dude, I faced gods before. Do you think two measly men can handle me?
Come on! It's time to talk! Can't you see that he's trying to help?
I mean, I do really feel bad for them because... I mean, I feel like they're just victims in this.
I will take your cooperation into consideration when it comes time to hand out sentences.
Ooh.
Mr. Dugier, he didn't want this guy to expose our true location. We were just about to dispose of him when you caught up to us.
So, in other words, your headquarters should be this way.
Yes, it's just down this way. You'll make it there once you've seen him pass through a large drainage pipe.
Okay, but what if they're still lying? Do we take them with us just to be sure they're not lying?
Guards, take them away.
How do they attack the one guard? I mean, it's 2 against
It's about
1,
time that
but
we find out what Dugier's really after.
god dang, that guard was weak. I mean, the one guy was beefier, sure, but I caught up to the other guy instantly. I mean, we faced gods before. Again, 2 guys aren't necessarily much of a threat. Go down to the lower production zone? Man, this elevator is still trippy. How it just slowly spins like that. This reminds me of the Portal 2 elevator, actually. Except the Portal 2 or not just Portal 2, Portal 1 as well. Had... I don't remember if there was an elevator in Portal 2, actually. But there was an elevator in Portal 1. And it looked like it had mattresses on the sides of the elevator. Wrong way. Woo! So they are telling the truth. I mean, I feel bad for everyone. Ooh, musky dusty. Dugier's kingdom? Really? Based on investigation and preliminary conjecture, the goons of the Beret Society, they're not even Berets, and their victims should be gathered deep within this place. Dugier must have expected some trouble and has prepared a suitable welcome gift. As such, extensive preparation should be undertaken before entering. Such as Cryo, but we get trial characters, and I assume I'm going to get Risley as a trial character. Which, it should just mention that you get the trial character because recommended element, Cryo, obviously gives us a Cryo recommended character to play as. I don't know, I feel like it should just mention that.
There's so much space down here.
Oh my god, that's a lot of guards. There's 9 of them!
Yeah, these are all
Not including
former
me
work
and
areas.
Risley.
They've been left abandoned due to a lack of funds. There are usually guards on patrol here. It would seem that all of those guards have been bought as well.
Bought? Like...
Stay sharp. He's got a ton of surprises waiting for us, I'm sure.
Like those guards turned against you? Why? Oh man, I get to play as a tall character. This is weird. So tall! Why is he so tall? See how tall he is compared to Kazuha. He's tall! Why is he so tall? Yeah, I realized that when I switched to Risley, blue stuff emits from him. And the same thing happened with Lynette, and before I actually knew Lynette, I was really suspicious of it. I'm still a little suspicious of it, but I think that's like the Numena Ogia or Numa Ogia thing. I don't know what it actually is. I know I've been saying it wrong the entire time, but whatever. Can I freeze this water? Oh, you can! See, he's a really good ice bridger. Can you just... yeah! Okay, so he is a good ice bridger. You'd make it quick to the Mondstadt Island. All you have to do is this. And you don't even take stamina from doing that. Woo! Hi! Oh, you guys are even dressed up! Oh. Let me attack, dude! Alright. So I guess I'm not gonna do just Risley. Oh crap, I forgot I don't have revival food, actually. Woo! I don't know what Risley actually does. I mean, obviously he does this, but I don't know what that exactly entails. Okay, it makes sense why he's stunning me, because he's a chunkier guy. And the chunkier guys tend to stun you.
Stay cool and face
Woo!
your guilt.
Whoa. Oh man, do I like Risley.
Hey, are you okay?
I mean, he's a victim, of course
You're
not.
safe now. Just follow the guards and leave this place.
I feel bad for all of those guys.
Here. Dujier really prepared for everything.
And that would explain the strange decommission requests I received.
How did you
as well as
know
account for all
nothing
the
of
Gardamex that
this?
had mysteriously gone
Like, you
missing.
said you've only been investigating this for a short time. I still don't know Risley's backstory.
Seems like he's prepared for an all-out confrontation with me.
Yeah, because he knows his end is near.
Hey, what's this?
A book.
Seems like some kind of handbook. Let me see.
A handbook of the
Ah,
Ray Society or
this should
whatever
be
they're
the
called.
Society's real rules book.
Yeah.
It lists all the rules that they're expected to follow.
Keep lying to Risley and and I'll keep you safe, something like that.
Members are not permitted to speak to each other or to leave without formal permission.
What?
5 members shall form a group, and the whole group will be punished for any single member's wrongdoings.
Okay, that's strange.
Anyone who reports a fellow member's misbehavior shall be rewarded with food and water.
Food and water? They are
I
prisoners.
see. So it's much
They're
as I
prisoners
expected.
in a prison.
But that's just cruel and unreasonable.
There's a chest.
To obtain food and water, prisoners are forced to snitch on others.
But
and
what
in
about the
process cause pain
cafeteria?
to those around them.
Are they not just allowed to go to the cafeteria? Or they're forced to follow Dozier? Like, once they join the group, they realize that it's a bad group and then they can't leave.
To avoid punishment, they learn to stop talking with one another. This leaves the wounds they've already received to fester, however. And so resentment builds until every prisoner has become an island. Finally, isolated and without hope, they accept their fate as Dugier's slaves.
The whole thing is an affront to human dignity. They're being dehumanized by Dozier.
Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She rejected all the snacks in the box once she was spooked by that black gem.
Yeah?
She's usually all for tasty snacks, but she chose to go against her instincts after a negative experience.
Oh, the little cat lips. That's adorable.
Ugh, is that the best example you could come up with? Anyway, Paimon still thinks she made the right decision. It never hurts to be careful.
So it's like a stray cat. They have to be timid to protect themselves.
No, your decision was valid. However, it's also valid to interpret that as a decision that you only made under emotional duress. The human heart is like a raft in a vast and empty
Is
ocean.
Paimon human?
We convince ourselves
I don't know if
that
she's
we're in
human.
control, but in truth, a single wave could sweep us off course and send us crashing into the path of a storm.
Fontaine joke.
Those who use fear to lead others astray
Woo!
must pay.
I
for
think
their
that's an
crime.
idle animation. Oh my god, he's glowing. Why are you glowing? This glow, it actually might be part of his burst. Is it? I don't know if it's part of his burst or if it's, oh my god, what is that? or if it's like his anger and stuff, but this reminds me of when we were fighting Osile. And,
Let the show begin.
and we were given like all those superpowers by the, oh god, what are they called? We were given all those superpowers by the Adepti. I vow never to run away again. I vow not to speak without permission. Man, this seems like a thing a teacher would make you, like, write down 100 sentences on a piece of paper, like, I will not lie, I will not cheat. I will not lie, I will not cheat. I will not lie, I will not cheat. Like, 100 times. This reminds me of that. I vow to keep my remain consciousness while being censored. I vow to earnestly carry out any order given to me by Master Dozier. Oh yeah, you call yourself Master as if you're holy. I vow to actively denounce any behavior of my fellow society members who undermine the society's unity. I vow to voluntarily accept a 4th degree or higher punishment should I violate any part of my oath? 4th degree? Oh my god, this guy is evil. The entire text is handwritten. The paper is creased and handwriting is sloppy, suggesting it was written in a state of extreme distress. Blah. It was signed at the end with a fingerprint rather than a signature. Judging from the mark, however, it doesn't appear to have been made with a gentle pigment like that of an ink pad. Yeah, I assume if it's black, then it was made by the gem liquid, which makes it seem more terrifying. Are those the punishments? That's creepy.
I'll protect us.
Yeah, I forgot to get revival food. Did it make a sound when he was healed? Oh my god, it did. What the heck is that? Dang it. Okay, I want to check out Risley's stuff. What is this? Golden Blood Tide. Whoa! Attack is increased by 60%. When current HP increases or decreases, normal attack damage will be increased by 16%. Charge attack damage will be increased by 14%. Okay, so it's better to spam than do the hold attacks. Good to know. For 4 seconds. Max 3 stacks. Ooh! Does that mean like 16 times 3 or 16? I don't know. This effect can be triggered once every 0.3 seconds. When the wielder has 3 stacks, attack speed will be increased by 8%. Ooh. What artifacts do you have? Okay, you have Noblesse Oblige. Wait. Yeah, I'm saying that right. Alright, so what is this? Increases Risley's interruption resistance? That's a total lie. When his HP is above 50%, it will enhance his repelling fist of normal attack. His normal attack. And increase its damage when such an attack hits, it will consume a fixed amount of Risley's HP. HP can be lost once every 0.1 seconds. Oh my god, that's fast. This effect will be cancelled should Risley leave the field. Okay, it increases his attack damage when his HP is above 50%. And then when the attack hits, it consumes his HP. Okay. After Icicle Impact and a Surging Blade will descend upon an opponent's position, dealing Ogia aligned cryo damage. That actually reminds me of Chong Yun's thing. Because I think he does something similar with his burst. When Risley's HP is less than 60%, he will obtain a Gracious Rebuke, the next charge attack of his normal attack. I'm not gonna remember any of this. Alright then. Give me this chest. So, this guy is evil, and I honestly expected that, considering they call their hats berets. Their hats are not berets. They're Golf Dad hats, and not even that. They don't even deserve to be called golf dad hats. I'm gonna be honest. Oh man, he's still glowing. He mad. Oh boy. Oh, what is this? That looks like his weapon. And still
If I'm
a
not
lot of
mistaken,
guards.
The space ahead should be the central area of this place, but the door's been locked.
What? Are we expecting army against army here, or what? Why are there so many guards?
Rather than confront Dugier, I think it's more important right now for us to rescue as many society members as possible.
Now those are closer to berets.
You
I
guys
can
should
see
wait
the front.
here.
Yes,
We'll try
those
to
are
open the door
berets.
and check out some other
Those
spots.
lean to the sides. The other ones aren't berets. They're Dollar General knockoff golf dad hats. Okay, why do I feel like these machines could explode on
Open
us?
the door. Would we have to do something to this mechanism here?
No, we just have to burst open through the door.
Forget it. Paimon's just gonna do some trial and error.
I mean, that's what happens all the time. You're gonna do trial and error. I'm the one that does the work. And this is technically gonna be Risley, because I feel like it. Rotate the device to... It didn't let me read! Whoa!
Whoa! It's turning! Is it because we touched this thing?
Whoa. Whoa, what did I do?
It's open! Let's go.
Okay. Okay, so that's one door open. Are we gonna... Okay, so that's the major door that we need to unlock. I'm guessing we're gonna unlock these two first. Good to know. Man, this guy is tall. Okay, what's over here? There's a chest? I'm not complaining about that. Oh, there's also a drop. Oh, wow, that's actually a drop. I thought there was water here. Ooh. Okay, I like when he does those plunging attacks. I don't know. I feel like it's something special about his plunging attacks. Like, he specifically, he as a character sends out, like, certain cryo things after his charge attack. Well, I was intending to hit the big slime there, but definitely not. Oh, yeah, now I can see his HP going down. That's why he had low HP in that other battle. Wow, why are the Fontaine characters self-sacrificial? I mean, I don't think Farina's self-sacrificial. She just takes HP from other people. I mean, Farina's not self-sacrificial because in the original quest, she was self-sacrificial. Wait a minute.
A moment, please.
Why does that make sense? Ooh.
Boba, get them! Let's dance.
How about no?
Have a safe trip.
Ooh. Okay, so I think burst is just that instant thing. Why is it still red? Oh.
Fear. This could get a little chilly.
Okay, why did he sound like... Risley, are you Batman or something? He said no need to fear when his HP got lower.
Let the show begin.
Risley, that's suspicious. I want to know your true identity, Batman. I mean, he's tall, he's a bulky man. I'm pretty sure Bruce Wayne, if that's his name, has black hair. Where are we going? Is this like all under the sea? I was really suspicious that this is all under the sea. There might be enemies there. I don't know if there's enemies there. We haven't gotten to the big chunky door yet. Maybe we needed to go here.
It's so high. We're not gonna have to climb all the way up, are we?
Activate the
get
mechanism in
there?
front of us first, just like before. Let's see if that changes anything.
Does it hurt me? It doesn't hurt me. Remove limiting device. Yeah, this isn't gonna do anything drastic.
Let's begin.
Oops. What exactly does that do? Limiting device? Does that mean they don't rotate? Wait. Wait, no. Oh, I get it. Okay, so the one over there needs to be pointing to that right one, and this one needs to be pointing to the middle one. If I could point, I would. So, limiting device. Yes. Yes! Big brain? Oh my god!
Ooh, the water level's gone way up. So that's how we'll make it to the top.
Man, I feel like water now would traumatize Fontanians. Like, they did. I feel like they don't know how Fontaine was saved and that their sins were served. So they feel like all of the water is just gonna dissolve them. I would be suspicious if I was a Fontanian. Oh, hi. I don't like that you guys are here.
A moment, please.
There's a bomb. Why did the kitty send out bombs? Is it? Oh yeah, it's not the kitty. It's the camera kitty. Okay, it makes. What is it called? Is it Mortal Kombat? I think it's Mortal Kombat. His punches make Mortal Kombat sound effects. Why? This is so weird. Ooh.
These should be the prison cells.
The prison cells for that guys?
Lots of empty cells in here. Dugier's probably moved them elsewhere already.
Let's still rescue the ones who got left behind, though. Every person counts.
Oh, I feel bad for them, though. Is that guy just looking at his hat? Nope, she's cowering. Oh, I wonder why. She's showing bad memories. What kind of bad memories do you guys have?
It's all right now.
Especially compared to probably Risley and me.
No, I won't try to leave anymore. I'll never try to leave again.
Yeah. Poor lady, I'm gonna be honest.
Don't close to me. I don't want any trouble.
No, we're not gonna do that. Please calm down. We're not bad people.
Yeah, it's not like she knows that.
We won't be able to get through to her right now. Not with the stress response in the way. I'd also guess there
Take
are
off
many
her
others
hat?
here who are more or less like her. Let's let the guards take care of them for now and keep pushing forward.
Vice and Faisal are still in danger? Is that how you say it?
Oh, all right. Let's search for an exit first.
Yeah, they're the ones most in trouble. Try opening the door in front of you. Well, I'm gonna try. View? What is this? I'm so hungry. Please give me something to eat. I'm begging you. Don't pass me a note. Are you trying to get us killed? Please, I'm hungry. So hungry. I'll report you if you keep this up. It's almost time for inspection. Straighten up. So hungry. What follows is constant repetition, with the handwriting become increasingly faint, failing to convey anything of use. The bottom half of the note is severely damaged and has dirty shoe print on it. It looks like whoever wrote this has been taken away. Oh man, this gives me the liberty to stab Dugier. Were you the one that was hungry, or? Yeah, this gives me the liberty to stab Dugier. Oh, Dugier? I'm gonna stab thee! Limited devices. Okay, so where do I need them to go? I need this one to point that way, and this one to point this way. So, remove that. Can I only hold one limiting device at a time? No? Okay. So... Just making sure there were no other machines. Okay, so limit.
Let's begin.
Whoops. God dang it, why do I keep clicking E? And then I just need to move this one. I like how the screen goes wider so you can actually see everything during all of this. That's much more useful. And it's just cool to look at.
Maybe it's His Grace. I'll go take a look.
It is His Grace. And His Grace's
I leave this area to
friend,
you.
I guess? I don't know.
Make sure to bring everyone out safe.
Yeah, they're kind of traumatized, poor people.
Understood. And please take care
And it's
of
not
Your
me.
Grace.
It's not like me to
We'll
be
return
remorseful
here
to
right away
people.
and await your orders.
Mm-hmm. Just focus on the tasks you've been given.
Okay, but I still want to know
already have
Rise's
reliable
backstory.
help over here. Let's go back. We have
Like,
unfinished
Rise
business,
has
do we not?
scars too, and he has black bandages. First of all, why are they black? Second, scars.
That mechanism from the first room.
Was he a gang fighter?
Maybe we'll also need to hold it in place using the same
Ooh.
device to open the door that leads to the central area. Don't forget to bring these along.
Bring what along? I don't know what we're doing. Oh, whatever that purple thing is. I don't know what that is, but it looks like a pill. I don't know what that is.
Let's dance.
Alright. So we go down here. Oh, did we bring a limiting device? So we need to unlock Biggie, right? Yeah, because that was this door. Okay. So this one is already pointed there. And then this one is fine. This one needs to be turned. Do we not have two limiting devices? Wait, can we get another one? I don't think we can get another one, right? So we have to think about this strategically? I'm not good at that. Oh, I can! Heck yeah! Unless this removes the other one. Oh, it doesn't! Nice! Okay, so this helps a lot. And then I just have to rotate it. And open Biggie! Yeah! Proceed to the deepest area. It's what he deserves. Yeah, he deserves quite a few stabbings. If I do say so myself. If I can do the stabbings, I would be forever grateful, Duke. But if not, you know, I understand why you would do it too. Why is he glowing red? Is it just the pure anger radiating off of him or something? Oh my god. I understand why we brought an army. Dozier is... Okay, so I see Dozier at the front over there. If we get any closer, it's gonna start the cutscene. So that's why I'm talking now. Dozier is gonna send them after us. I can just see it. Yep, it's a cutscene. Or, idle animation. But he's gonna send them after us. But I don't want to hurt them. They're just traumatized. And the one guy that screamed, and the one lady who liked books. And did they really like books and screaming with their heart?
I must confess to being...
What are those?
To think that there are still some of you who find it permissible to spit upon our rules.
Is that an Iron Maiden? Oh no.
Remember their names. Fasal and Avis. They've betrayed you, betrayed us.
That looks like a mini version of the Iron Maiden, except the Iron Maiden is like completely enclosed, and like if you walk, what the Iron Maiden is basically is a torture trap, obviously, filled with spikes inside. You walk inside, you close the door, the spikes penetrate you all the way to the back of the Iron Maiden. It looks something similar to that. It also looks like half of those machines from Doctor Who. I forgot what they're called though.
And today you will see with your own eyes
What the heck are they called? That's gonna bug me. I'm curious. What are those machines called? Is it something that starts with a D? No, they're not war machines. There are a lot of machines in Doctor Who. Oh, god dang it, what were they called? Give me 1 second. I'm actually curious to what they're called, because what he's in looks like either half of what that is, or... or like half of an Iron Maiden. Though obviously it's not an Iron Maiden because he's not, you know, bleeding out and stuff. What is it called? I don't know what they're called.
Go on, Avis. Pierce his skull with the thorn in your hands.
What?
And then push in the Aqua Dolores.
Isn't... Oh, you don't mean kill him. You just mean infect him. But isn't he her boyfriend? Didn't she say boyfriend? Did she say boyfriend?
Course. You will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again, and don't stop until you've pushed all of it in.
Okay, so you're a psychopath.
Thistle. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, I'm honestly really curious about the machines of Doctor Who. Yeah, I have no idea.
It's okay. I'll find a way to endure.
Oh my god, no, you can't though!
Oh, shut your wretched
Not
mouth!
even we endured it!
When did I give you permission to speak?
Okay, Risley, do I have permission to stab? I feel like I have permission to stab, right?
My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain
Let
will come
me
to those who dare to disobey.
Stab! Can I stab him with the needle? Oh, that's gonna be so much more painful.
That's enough, Dugier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nauseating.
Woo!
Is that His Grace?
Yeah, he's come to save you guys, so long as you don't fight back. Please
Oh,
don't
Risley.
fight back. Please.
I knew you would come, but I didn't expect you to be so quick. Must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you already? What's so blasphemous about sharing a slice of the cake with me when you've already got the entire
A
fortress
slice
at your
of the
feet?
cake? You're manipulating people. He's not.
It would seem that you can't see the difference between
Oh,
sharing
and we're
and
talking
looting.
to the people and getting
And on
them
top of
away.
that-
Yes. I thought they were gonna go against us. Oh, thank God.
Look at your people. Are they not starving as you wolf down your cake?
Oh.
You stop acting all high and mighty like some hero of justice.
I know I'm gonna find what it's called after the stream, and I'm gonna be so mad.
Have you forgotten? Nobody in this blasted
Obviously,
fortress
it's not, but it looks like half
We
of
are
it,
all
and you know, much
irredeemable
smaller.
monsters who have destroyed something that others held dear.
Really?
What's so wrong about punishing those who deserve to be punished? It's what they've always deserved.
Do they deserve it though? They deserve a second chance.
And please,
Clearly, you don't think
gonna
everybody
tell me
deserves a
that
second
you care
chance.
about their lives and well-being when you just
You
need
got a
society
second
able to keep the
chance, and
place
you do not
running?
deserve it.
Is it that all you need to keep your cushy life?
Risley, I want to do the stabbing.
Sadly, you're wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen them as currency. The fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also a place for
Save
rebirth.
the people! Okay, but take off the hats, dudes!
Just as people are free to give in to the darkness within their hearts, they are also free to seek redemption and a new beginning. Our bodies have limits, but our spirits will always remain free. They may have made mistakes, but they are still human beings with people and things that they cherish.
Okay, yeah, that is true because Dossier was dehumanizing them as if they're just puppets.
And most importantly, they should always retain the freedom to choose their own path once they've reflected on their past misdeeds.
Why are you pointing at me?
But you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their freedom away so that they'll become slaves who will never again feel or think.
That's no slice of the cake. It would be a slice of the cake, as you say, if you had led them the way you showed us you led them.
And you say that's what they've always deserved? You are nothing compared to them.
What if they did something as simple as I did? Eat a cake! Oh yeah, you deserve to be dehumanized and almost starved to death and written with fear 24/7 for the rest of your lives and forever traumatized and that kind of thing. All because you ate a slice of cake. All because I want to rule a slice of cake, so he says. What's with Fontanians and cake? He's been keeping it in till now.
You think me arrogant, Risley?
Oh yeah,
Well,
beyond actually.
You're too young and naive. You understand
Young?
nothing of this world.
Actually, no, yeah, that would actually make sense because I feel like Dozier would be like late 30s, maybe?
Nobody.
Late
actually
30s,
sees this
early
fortress as
40s,
any
maybe
kind of
mid
just
40s.
A wonderful place. See it for
Oh,
what
is he
it
gonna
is.
start pacing too?
A dumping ground of pain and misery, irredeemable now and irredeemable forever.
Do you even know what they did?
No prisoner will listen to you out of gratitude of their hearts. The whip is the only way to make them obey.
The only person that doesn't deserve a second chance is you.
Had you been just one step slower.
Oh
I
yeah,
would've
machines
taken
totally
control
scare
of
me after
all
I
the
fought
guardians
gods
in this
before.
place.
Dude, do you not know who I am?
Your vision gives you strength. But how long will it hold against these powerful constructs?
Well, I mean, I guess he does kind of have a weapon against us, which is that guy, because he's still in that contraption, whatever that is. So, he could still stab the guy with the poison needle while we're fighting the creatures.
You talk big, but in the end, you know nothing outside of power and control. In that case, let me give you a small taste of what real power looks like.
I love the bite in Risley's voice. It sounds so cool. Okay, can I know Risley's backstory though?
Let the show begin.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna watch? Okay, not smart, dude. I hate you with all of my soul, but if I were you, I would have stabbed the guy, or at least threatened to stab the guy by now.
Face your guilt.
Everybody deserves mercy but him. Can I go up there? Oh, dang it! Somehow he has an invisible barrier, which makes no sense. Oh yeah, of course there's more. Where did he get these Gardamex? First, Kazuha, please. Kazuha, there you go.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Way now. Have a safe trip.
Woo. Whoa! Oh my god! Yes! Risley in action! Woo!
If you think fear can control everything,
And you
well then,
fear
terrify
Risley.
me.
Don't high road me. You're just another crook.
Why are you backing up if you don't fear Risley? Oh my god! He just dodges a bullet by tilting his head! No way he just did that. Dude, I've faced God before. I think I can handle a bullet.
What's the matter?
Well, Paimon, on the other hand, I guess.
Straight?
I'm warning you.
I mean, he didn't shoot straight in the first place. So.
Prohibited here. As the Duke, you should set an example.
Example of defeating his enemies.
Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress are there to keep the likes of you in check.
Oh.
But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification.
Oh my God.
Understood.
Hopefully you tell me you want him dead, because that was really cool. The guards rescue society members who've been imprisoned at the true headquarters. Oh my God. Wow. Rising just got cooler. No pun intended. Cryovision and all. Rising spends much time with each member, comforting them and extending his personal apologies. But his backstory! Following that, he makes arrangements for follow-up medical care and cleanup work. And thus does the Beret Society debacle truly come to an end. But the traumatized people. What about me stabbing the guy? I didn't get to stab him!
Sorry for taking so long.
Wait, Risley got to choke him out. That was fun to see, but still.
No, not at all. Paimon didn't know you were so considerate.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have been, which is honestly probably why I shouldn't be the Duke in the first place.
If you ask me,
Would I
I'd
be a
say
Duchess in
I
that
actually feel very
case?
helpless. There's no way that I could.
I mean,
truly
I don't know. I
empathize
still
with
don't
the
understand
fear
why
that
you're called the
members felt
Duke,
every
but I
day.
still want to know your backstory.
I could comfort and compensate them all I want, but it might still not be enough to repair the damage that has been done.
They're traumatized, dude.
I have to take responsibility for it.
That too.
As does the fortress.
At least we were able to stop it before it got any worse, right?
Yeah. It's the least that we could do.
Backstory, please!
So, do you have a plan for how you're gonna deal with him yet?
I want to know what he did in the past!
Oh, Dugier? I've already got an idea.
Hell?
For now, I think I'll do nothing.
What?
I think it's a very
That's
fitting
lame.
punishment for him to have to imagine the sorts of punishments that will soon be coming his way.
Ooh, traumatize the traumatizer! Yes!
He'll be left in the dark with regards to both the dates and the details of his punishment.
So he'll be anxious.
Of course, that's not to say that I'll be letting him off scot-free. It's not often that I actually get the chance to be creative with my punishments.
Ooh!
I'm going to talk to the members of the society. He'll get a chance to experience everything that he's ever inflicted on them.
Oh, yeah. I suppose this is the kind of punishment that only the fortress can mete out.
Paimon didn't know you could also be
Mete
so
out?
harsh. Looks like she should watch her
Harsh?
around you in the future.
Did you know what Doji was doing?
Why do you think I'd do
That's
that
a
kind of
sucky
thing to
name,
you?
too.
You offend me, Paimon. Anyway, jokes aside, thank you so much for all of your help. There's still a lot for me to take care of, so...
I want to know your backstory, though, please.
How about this? I'll treat you to a meal in 2 days at the Coupon Cafeteria. We should have a better handle on things by then.
Yeah, I want to know his backstory.
No, Paimon's had enough of that place.
I'm still curious as to what the machines are called, though, because I know what they are. I mean, I haven't seen Doctor Who itself, which is why I can't think of the names of the creatures. If they're creatures or robots, I don't know what they are, but clearly they're not robots or machines because I searched up robots and machines from Doctor Who, and that wasn't under there. But I can see the image of them in my brain, and I have a feeling they're from Doctor Who. It's got this, like, long tube on its head that, like, spins around and stuff. I think they talk. It almost looks like they have a bunch of dots on them. That's like, what's it called? I don't know what the machines are called, though! I don't know. There's just random dots that kind of like bulge out from their metal mechanical bodies. I don't know how to describe them, but I can't seem to find a picture of them either. Oh, that bugs the crap out of me.
Don't worry, it won't be the same old welfare meal. I'll make the necessary arrangements.
Yeah, I hope it's not the same old welfare meal. The last welfare meal I had was purple and glowing. Man, I still want to know where's his mixer, though. That is so lame. Is that? Yeah, that is the door. I was like, did I just run into a wall? That looks so much like a wall. No, I don't know how to describe those creatures or what they're called. I have a feeling their names start with D, because I feel like I've seen it before. Like, seen what they're called before. Doctor Who experts, I hope they're watching this far. If you're a Doctor Who expert and you know what I'm talking about, please mention it in the comments. I beg! This is gonna bug the crap out of me till I know. Or till I remember, at least. Right, what did it need me to go to? 11, 2 days later. Okay, so let's switch it. Just do that. With that. That should be fine, right? Oh my god, that's a lot of food! Dude, that's not purple. That's lasagna! Or whatever you want to call that in Fontaine. That looks like lasagna. I feel like that's lasagna. That's bread, and that's... I can't see the other stuff. But I kind of know what that... I might know what that is. That almost looks like a fish. I feel like I've seen that before.
Ah, you're here.
Paimon never forgets about meals. Even if the traveler forgets, Paimon will remind her for sure.
Yeah, actually, I do forget about meals like in real life. You say that as if I haven't been feeding you or something.
That's not what Paimon meant at all. Risley, you got what Paimon meant, right?
Hmm? I'm a little confused, actually.
I feed you!
Hey, not you too!
Are those the tops of sweet
Jokes
flowers?
aside, I've got some good news. After taking a look, the doctors have let me know that it shouldn't be too difficult to extract the thorns.
The thorns
means
were
that
just
everyone
like
should be able to
embedded
recover
in
after
their
a period of
heads?
rest.
That could cause an infection.
As for their
And I know
mental
nothing about
recoveries,
medical
most
stuff.
are making good progress as well.
Lasagna.
We've added a few who were more severely affected
Give
to
me
a
the
special
lasagna,
observation
please.
list.
I want the lasagna.
Got everything taken care of, right?
I like lasagna.
I try my best. After all, it's my duty to take care of
I don't
everything
know
that
what all
happens
this is,
within
but
my
that's
territory.
lasagna. I have a question for you, actually. Yeah, what's your backstory?
Please, go ahead.
When your flashbacks when you picked up the gem. Your anger when you confronted Dozier. Okay, his anger to Dozier made sense.
Ah, that's a bit of a long story.
Please?
I once had a similar experience. It had to do with the host family I lived with as a child.
Oh.
I was an orphan, adopted by a couple with a great deal of love in their hearts. I had many siblings, and we all adored each other.
Oh, that's cute. Wait, you lived in the Fortress of Meripede? This looks like the Fortress of Meripede.
Once we were older, Mom and Dad would turn us over to be individually adopted by families of greater means, and go on to adopt more young children.
Wait. Once you were older, they would turn you over to individually adopted families. Oh, so they were foster parents. They took care of the kids for a time till they got older, and then they actually sent them to adoptive families. Okay, but that's still really cute.
They were perfect parents. Or so I thought.
I was about to say, that's really cute that he calls them mom and dad, too, because they're foster parents. They're not your parents forever, but they kind of are. Or so you thought?
And then?
And then, I found out we were merely raised as livestock.
Oh.
Once we had reached a certain age, our parents would bring us to the market for sale.
Ah, child labor.
All children that were sold would leave the house, and nobody would know what became of them.
Child
As for
labor
those
and
who
or
didn't
slavery.
sell,
And or
they
human
were
trafficking,
merely
actually.
disposed of.
All of the above? All of the above, I want to say. Human trafficking, child labor, and then whatever else I mentioned.
Did you know I once considered myself an extremely lucky child?
Oh.
And all of my friends, all of my siblings,
But they seem
they
so
all felt this way
nice.
as well.
I feel like there is an end then. I feel like I don't want the end then, but I asked for it.
I was also not the first to find out about the truth. All those who found out before me were simply added to the disposal pile.
Of course, because if they find out, then they could tell somebody, and then the parents would be found out.
I could never shake the feeling of irony every time I juxtaposed their tragic ends against our parents' adoring smiles.
That explains a lot.
Yes. Like the society, my parents created a facade of joy, lied to satiate their desires, and even employed incredibly cruel methods to keep their grasp on power.
And they look like such nice people. I mean, Doji didn't look like a nice guy. But these people do, and I like her style and dress and his suit. And of course, it's always the innocent-looking people.
They did all of that, but never considered how their actions would utterly ruin all the children they took under their wing. Worse, perhaps they never cared about that at all. But I did.
Uh-oh.
So in the end, I killed them.
Oh my god!
And set all of the remaining children free. I was convicted for my crimes and exiled to the fortress of Meripede.
Okay, he says I killed them so flatly. And you know what? I respect that he says he killed them so flatly. I'm not even shocked. After all of that? Because he did it for the children. He killed his foster parents, quote unquote, because they were human traffickers. They trafficked the slavery children. He set the children free, even though he knew that he would still be convicted. He knew he would have blood on his hands. Risley knew that he would go to jail, but he did it for the children. He did it for his siblings.
My methods were extreme, yes.
But you had good intentions. Is that where you got your scars?
But I was still a teenager at the time.
He was
I'd
only
been
a
betrayed
teenager.
by those I trusted most, and I didn't think that more moderate ways would solve the problem.
Yeah, but when you're a teenager, your brain still isn't... Well, technically, your brain isn't developed completely until age 25, and that specifically applies to when you're a teenager. When you're a teenager, that applies to, like, 13 to 19, so... Ooh.
My doubt and helpless anger pushed me forward until I got what I deserved.
Okay, yes. You could have gone about it a different way. But you did it for good means.
It's all right. You don't have to tell me what you think. I've already committed to this
Man,
path,
I'm trying to
regardless
tell
of
you what I
anyone
think.
may say about it.
I'm bad for him because he did it for the children. He didn't know what he was doing. He was a teen, sure. But I don't know. I can't say he got what he deserved either because they were human traffickers. I can't say that human traffickers don't deserve death. They do. Human traffickers, slave inducers, they deserve the worst kind of death. So I can't say he's in the wrong.
The least I can do is to make sure that the same tragedy will not happen again in my new home.
Oh,
Sorry to disturb you, everyone.
that's cute.
Oh, it's a Visa Fasol. Are you two feeling better yet?
Please tell me the pin was out of your hair clip before you put in your hair?
It was all because you arrived in time. I managed to escape unscathed.
Okay, but why were you still in that chest? Were you hiding from Doji?
We came here on impulse today.
You were hiding from
because we were
Dozier
hoping that
because
you'd
you
be able
lost
to
your
lend us a
hat.
hand, Your
That's
Grace.
why. Okay, I understand now.
Please, go on right ahead. I'll do my best to help. Within reason, of course.
It's... I'd like to be wedded to a
Oh my god!
fortress.
That is so cute! You're
getting married?
Okay, but in the fortress? I mean, if it's your home, sure, but it's still not necessarily the best home.
Yeah.
Okay, but can I still have my lasagna?
Both fell into Dugier's trap. But even during our time there, we never doubted each other.
Aww.
We always believed that Dugier was manipulating us, trying to make us mistrust each other.
And then you fell in love.
And after this incident,
oh, that's
we
cute.
believe that we found the one for the rest of our lives.
Okay, a little cheesy, but sure.
You could say we managed to make the best out of a bad situation. He didn't abandon me.
I wouldn't be surprised if you guys were traumatized.
But we're still both prisoners. And we also aren't sure if the fortress is the best place to host something so celebratory.
Aww.
So we are just wondering, is our request a bit too out of line?
Okay, proposed and married in a prison, a little bit of a stretch, but I feel like rising?
You're right in that the fortress has never hosted a wedding before.
But
that's no reason to say no, is it?
Yeah.
I'll help you make the arrangements.
Aww.
If you need anything special shipped in from the surface, just say the word.
That's cute.
We can't thank you enough, Your Grace. We are actually also planning to stay here after the conclusion of our sentences.
Yeah, because apparently you could just freely do that.
Yeah, we've already made tons of special memories here. So now it'd be too hard to leave.
I mean, I kind of understand that, but I don't as well.
And we have full confidence in the fortress's future with you at the helm, Your Grace.
Oh.
Your trust is the highest form of praise.
And they have even more trust in him after what they just went through.
Hey, loosen up a bit. Shouldn't you be the happiest man in Teyvat to hear that people would like to stay of their own free will?
I mean, he murdered his captors. But still, yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, he murdered his foster parents, but still, technically, he murdered human traffickers. So, it's a good thing.
I'll always take a genuine expression of faith over any obligation.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, man. That was... I don't know what I expected from that, but it was not murder. I mean, I'm not gonna say Risley's a bad guy, because he's not a bad guy. Sure, he killed people. There's, like, no reviving those people, no doing anything else. Sure, if he didn't kill them, he could have made sure they, he could have made sure that they suffered for the rest of their lives in utter torment. That might have honestly been preferable than a sweet, quick death. If it was a quick death. I don't know exactly where he got his scars from. But he was also a teen. His brain wasn't fully developed then. But he killed human traffickers, slavery inducers, child labor inducers. He's the good guy in this situation. In that situation, I guess, since it was in the past. But even still, he's the good guy, in my opinion. Some people may not think so, but I think he's the good guy, and he's honestly a cool guy now. But, I'm gonna end the stream here, and we're gonna pick this back up next time, where hopefully I can figure out what to do with Skyrim. If not, then I'll stream Genshin or another game. And then I will, I'll figure out what other games to stream, and I'll continue playing Genshin, and then I'll stream another game of Skyrim or whatever game I plan to stream next. an extra day that week, so 1 day Genshin, 3 days Skyrim, or another game, or maybe even both. I don't know. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, wherever you're in this crazy world, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!